What is going on, everybody? It is almost game time. I'm here. Hopefully, my mic's working okay. I'm using a different tablet for today's game. So, hopefully, the mic is working properly. And we are here. Are we live? You guys got me here? Hope so. Looks like we got it. Just always like to test it on my phone before doing anything to make sure everything is working properly. So hopefully Flick needs some snacks. Go for it. Go for it. Hopefully everybody is ready to go. Hopefully the sound is okay, um, and that we're good to go. Can everybody hear me? Okay. I just want to make sure. Oh, hold on. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can I get a yes if you can hear me? Anybody hear me? Can you guys hear me? Hello, somebody. Can you guys? You guys know? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Because Flick mentioned the mic, so I just want to make sure this is a new not a new tablet, but a new tablet for doing these. So I wanted to make sure that it was working properly. No, you guys are fine. I just wanted to make sure. I just wasn't sure because I don't trust this thing. So, and then my volume was down, so I was like, well, maybe they can't, and I can always switch to the laptop if necessary. For some crazy reason, if you're new here, hit the like and the subscribe button. I think everybody in here is a regular, so shouldn't be too many issues with that. But if you are not, um, hit that sub button for me, and if you are a regular, hit that like button to help get the stream out to more people. Flick is in here, Williams in here, Jacob's in here, and now we got a few more people in here. So welcome. It is time. Hey, thank you, Tony. Appreciate that. Sleepy, what is up, my man? I got to get the comments on here. Thank you, Tone Gunny Studios. Appreciate it. I appreciate the compliments, guys. Really do. And doing back to backers. Doing back to backers here. Just decided I'm not gonna be able to do Friday. That's one of the main reasons I want to do tonight. So I won't be able to do Friday with the rooftop. Um, I just have some family stuff we're doing, nothing major, but gotta take care of the family. So let's see. That's our Jake Irvin. Good. Well, he's pitched better overall. His numbers aren't great. He's 1-4, 4.71 ERA, 33 strikeouts, 23 walks. So he's not been good this season, that's for sure. But that doesn't mean a whole lot, and he's pitching better as of late. Looks like not getting some run support. Yep, let's get that W, Stefan. Let's get it done. Chance to win the series tonight. That's always key. I definitely want to sweep, but the first key is to win the series and, get back to 500 here. So we are about 20 minutes from first pitch. I've got MLB big inning on here. So you got the Mets up on the Brewers 7-0. The Pirates taking it to the Padres 9-4. The Marlins all over the Red Sox. Good news for the Mariners there. That's 10-1. The Astros were losing. That's also good news for the Mariners. And the Blue Jays were losing. So pretty much everybody. I'm not sure the Angels play tonight, I think, and so do the Yankees. So that's not everybody, but a good chunk of teams in front of the Mariners are oh, excuse me. What's the word I'm looking for, guys? They're losing. They're losing. A lot of teams in front of the Mariners losing right now. So a chance to possibly gain some ground tonight. Real quick, I'm going to go over the lineups. First for the Nationals, and then for the Mariners. How many home runs tonight? I'll say two, three. Let's go with two. I think two's a fair. I would be shocked if two is the over/under for the home runs tonight. So let's go over the lineups. First for the visiting Nationals, on the mound for them will be Jake Irvin, who's 1-4 with a 4.71 ERA. Not a great strikeout to walk ratio of 33-23 in just over 40 innings. So doesn't strike out a lot of guys and can get a little wild. So a chance for the Mariners to do some damage. Leading off for the Nationals will be Lane Thomas. He'll be in right field. Batting second will be the second baseman, Luis Garcia. Batting third is the third baseman, Jeimer Candelario. Batting fourth is the DH, Joey Meneses. Batting fifth will be left fielder Corey Dickerson. Batting sixth is the catcher, Kyber Ruiz. Batting seventh, first baseman Dom Smith. Batting eighth is shortstop C.J. Abrams, and batting ninth is the center fielder Derek Hill. Pretty much the same lineup for the Nationals. I think just Abrams and Hill have flipped 8 and 9. Other than that, the same lineup. And the exact same lineup for the Mariners. Brian Wu will be on the mound for the Mariners tonight. Leading off will be the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Batting second, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Batting third is the first baseman Ty France. Batting fourth, right fielder Teoscar Hernandez. Batting fifth, the catcher, the big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Batting sixth, third baseman Eugenio Suarez. Batting seventh, left fielder Jared Kelenic. Batting eighth, the designated hitter Mike Ford. And batting ninth, second baseman Colton Wong. So Irvin does not give up a lot of home runs. Thank you for bringing the stats, by the way, William. I do really appreciate it for the Nationals because it's just one of those teams I don't know a lot about, especially them being a National League team. I don't watch as much National League ball. It's not teams we play a whole heck of a lot. And then on top of it, the Nationals have been very good, so they don't have a lot of games on TV. So I really do appreciate the numbers. Yesterday, I would have honestly assumed this is a team that strikes out a ton, but they don't. They actually have pretty good batting average, the Nationals do. They just don't have a lot of power. And in Texas, the Detroit Tigers, where's Animal Sanctuary at? They're up 2-0 on the Texas Rangers. So that's good to see. You never know. You never know. Try and chip away at the division. So, certainly not not in great position, but not out of it either. The more Texas can lose. If Texas is playing a wild card team, I'm rooting for Texas. But as far as Texas going up against a Detroit, in Oakland, someone like that, go other team. You never know. It's kind of funny. Texas, so, all over. Let me get to this. Yeah, actually, Sleepy, I had a short on it. Go check it out. I didn't do a whole video just because there's only so much you can say. Flexen's been bad. But I did do a little short on it, and it was time. Listen, Flexen was great in 2021. He was probably the Mariners' best starter. He was solid last year. Then they made the trade for Castillo, and it was either him or Marco to the bullpen. And something's happened. Flexen just has not been good this season. And, it was time. It was time to move on. Trevor Gott's a good reliever. It helps strengthen this bullpen a little bit, helps lengthen the bullpen. Now you're in a position where I think you're similar to last year, where you've got guys like Topa, Gott, Spire, Saucedo, who can come in more middle innings and get you out. It's felt like for a while this team has been, if you can get it to Munoz and Sewald, you feel pretty good. But even without Munoz for a while. So it feels like for the first time this bullpen is complete. So you kind of feel like if you can get 5 solid innings from your starting pitching, Gott, Spire, Topa, Brash, Munoz, Sewald, you can get the W's. So good news for the Mariners here. When he got relegated bullpen. Yeah, but he didn't pitch well as a starter though this year either. So Flexen just wasn't good, this season. It's a shame. Flexen's really good. 21, I think he might have been the best starter on this team, and the most consistent. But he dropped off a little bit last year. He might have been, but he has nobody to blame but himself. He can be mad, but that's on him. And here's the thing: if you struggle starting to go to the bullpen, you can be mad, but then pitch well in the bullpen. And Flex didn't do that. So I wish him nothing but the best. Obviously, like I said, good pitcher for this team. He came in the rotation this year when Robbie Ray went out and made a few starts, and they weren't good. And kudos to the Mariners for making a change on that quickly and going to Bryce Miller. I think that worked out for the best. And hopefully Flexen can find somewhere and bounce back and be a good player. But, more of a sentimental, oh, that stinks move. But in terms of the baseball team, they got better today with Trevor Gott coming back up. Looks like a double play down in Texas it is. So the Tigers and Matt Manning get out of the 5th inning. It's still 2-0 there. Braves are up 6-2 on the Twins. Not a game of major importance, but keeping those AL Central teams down doesn't hurt. The Dodgers just hit a 2-run home run in Colorado to take a 4-0 lead. The Giants up 1-0 on the Orioles. The Blue Jays, bottom of the 8th. You've got one of the Rogers. There's Tyler and Taylor. I'm not sure which one this is. Pitching to Bo Bichette. Let's see your thought. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it could have gone either way. I really do. I know a lot of people thought Flexen should have kept his spot over Marco. I think the thing for me, yeah, boss, that's been great news. Every team in front of the Mariners that's playing right now is losing, so that's good to see. I think for me, Marco, the secondary numbers for Flexen and Marco were similar. I'm not going to lie, though. I was more comfortable with Marco on the hill. You just kind of know that's going to be Marco. For Flexen, you look at his numbers in 2021, they were legitimately good. He was a good middle-of-the-rotation pitcher. And then he just kind of dropped off. Whereas Marco's just always kind of been that back end guy. So I think that was the reason they stuck with it. And Marco, to his credit, yeah, no, I like Marco. And Marco, to his credit, hung in there and, he was fine. Like, he's a fifth starter. But, yeah, I mean, Flex and Marco last year could have split hairs on it and said either one. But it's kind of funny how much, not funny, but, the drop off that Flexen had. Welcome in, Moses. Never late, better late than never. We still got 14 minutes till first pitch. So technically, you are all good and not late here. Sorry if this chair is squeaking. And I know this isn't the best angle on me, but I am comfortable, so that's important. Yeah, Flexen was good in 2021. And yeah, if anybody knew, Joe was discussing the DFA of Chris Flexen. Yeah, Flexen was really good in 2021. And that rotation, maybe Logan had the best stuff, but, you had Marco. Remember, Marco was the opening day starter in 2021. And then Kikuchi really dropped off in the second half and got taken out of the rotation. Did Brandon Belt just homer off his old team? He did not homer, and almost a great catch in right field for the Giants. No, he missed a triple play. Are you talking about the Blue Jays game with me there, William? Looks like the pinch runner there. I'm not sure what the triple play was in regards to, if you're talking about the Blue Jays game. Sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. I've got MLB Big Inning here, so watching a bunch of different games. But yeah, you had Kikuchi. Flexen was number 3. Who else was in that rotation? Paxton was supposed to be in that rotation and then got hurt his first start. Tyler Anderson came over. He did a nice job. And then Logan Gilbert. It's amazing how that rotation was pretty good. But when you look at it, it's not a great rotation. But they stepped up and pitched pretty well. Pulling for one home. He's off to a good start. Just missed a home run yesterday. RBI double. Listen, and I've said this before, Colton Wong has been arguably the worst hitter in baseball this year. So that's why I get frustrated when I see people go, oh, Jerry didn't do enough. Colton Wong, we knew Wong wasn't a good signing. And it's like, you knew Colton Wong was going to be the worst player in baseball. You know what I mean? If Colton Wong can just, from this point on, be his career average, probably a 720 OPS, that's a good player. We will take that. It's actually Brian Wu today. I'll say 5 is a solid over-under. I think Wong's just swinging a little better bat right now. I think they'd like to get something out of Colton Wong. I don't mean something out of him in terms of a trade, but take advantage of the one hot streak Colton Wong has had. And Caballero's been struggling a little bit too. Brian Wu is on the mound today. But where was I? Yeah. In terms of Caballero, I think I don't have a problem with against righties giving Colton Wong the at bat, and against lefties going with Cabby. If Colton Wong is heating up a little bit, giving him some at bats and seeing he gets something out of that. It'd be nice no matter what to get something out of Colton Wong, and they have. The last road trip, he wasn't Hall of Fame or anything, but it was more they've gotten from him. The fact that he's almost hit 2 home runs in the last few games is something. So I will say this. Flick's always good. Flick, William, all you guys, man, I appreciate all you guys in here coming through with numbers and stats for me when I'm stumbling sometimes. So thank you guys. But where was I? Colton Wong, he does look more comfortable the last few games. There was that stretch there from April to 3 days ago where Colton Wong would step up and it just looked like an automatic out. He didn't hit anything hard. It was just all ground outs to second, rolling over everything. And now Wong at least looks like he has some idea at the plate. He's up there and you go, okay, I can envision what Colton Wong doing well looks like. There was a time there where I couldn't even envision him getting hits. It was that bad. So if that makes any sense to anybody, what I'm kind of saying there. Oh, well, thank you, William. I appreciate it. But you guys are what makes the channel great. All your guys' support. Obviously, no post-game show today. This will be the show. I don't know if we'll have Rooftop in here tonight. I did tell him this is kind of an impromptu, late decision to do this. I'm not going to be able to do Friday, unfortunately. It's just got some family stuff going on, so I want to at least I want to try to do 2 a week. So I figured I'd hop on tonight. We'll see if my voice can handle back-to-backers for the Mariners. So I think we did do back-to-backers. Was that Thursday the Yankee game? Yeah, we did Thursday and then Friday. Yeah, Rooftop I think is still going to try and go live. So he'll still be doing a live stream if you want to hang out with him on Friday. But yeah, this Friday, then July 21st. July 21st is a family. It's actually not a family vacation. It's me and the missus on vacation. Our first one, just the two of us since our honeymoon. So we are looking forward to that. Of course, it's a big series against the Blue Jays. So I will try to, that series, have post-game recaps from the hotel room. That might be a series recap one. It's unfortunate that's a big series, and the Blue Jays, always a big series when they come to Seattle. So, unfortunately, I couldn't miss an A series or something, but it is what it is. If you guys are new here, which again, I doubt, hit the sub button, hit the like button for me, helps me out. Share it to people, let them know. Again, my goal, try to get up to 20 people. We came close yesterday. I think at one point we had 18 people in here. So my goal is to get up to 20 at one point, baby steps. And then, the next one's 25, and then it's 30, and we just keep going from there. Astros are losing 4-2 in the top of the 7th. Cleveland and Kansas City 0-0 top of the 6th. The Mets are 4 outs away from closing out the Brew Crew. A rough year for the Mets. Braves all over Minnesota 6-2 bottom 7. And that is the 4 games I've got up here right now. We are 8 minutes away from first pitch. Go over the lineups one more time here. First for the visiting Nationals, Lane Thomas will lead off and play right field. Luis Garcia bats second and plays second. Jeimer Candelario will bat third and play third. Excuse me. Joey Meneses, I like that name, Meneses, will bat fourth and is the DH. Corey Dickerson bats fifth and plays left field. Kyber Ruiz will bat sixth and do the catching. Dominic Smith will bat seventh and play first base. CJ Abrams bats eighth and is the shortstop. Derek Hill is the center fielder, will bat ninth. And then that's the only difference is switching the 8 and 9. Let him know. Let Moses know. I'll give my predictions. I said 2 home runs. I'll give my prediction in a second. Mariners lineup will look like this. J.P. Crawford will lead off and play short. Julio will bat second and play center. Ty France bats third and plays first. The same lineup as last night. Teoscar Hernandez will bat fourth and be in right field. Batting fifth will be the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Batting sixth, third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Batting seventh is left fielder, Jared Kelenic. Batting eighth, the DH, Mike Ford. Batting ninth, the second baseman, Colton Wong. I said 2 home runs for the Mariners. I'm going to put in a call for Mike Ford. He's hot. I think we get a Mike Ford home run. And I think we get a Julio home run. And actually, Julio, big game yesterday, reached base 4 times. Actually was pretty good in Baltimore. Flicking the switch is putting in the call for the dumper. I like it. So Julio's actually getting his numbers up there, and I think he's closing in on 250 with the batting average. So yeah, Cal's definitely, Cal's one of those guys. I think Cal's like this. I want to say the safest pick for the Mariners because he doesn't lead the team in home runs. Flick is going Cal and France. I like it. I am going with Julio and who else did I say? Mike Ford. Oh, Animal Sanctuary is in here. We were asking about you because the Tigers are beating the Rangers 2-0. I'm not going to be able to do Friday, so I decided to sneak one in today. It's actually a good week for me to do them. My oldest 2 kids are back east with their grandparents. Well, no, they'll actually be back going there tomorrow. So it's actually, I kind of have opportunity this week to do it. Teo's always a good bet. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with Teo. Why is my TV being weird? It's like just loading. I have to turn it off and turn it back on here. It's like just spinning. I can't click on the game. I have to put this on my pad and do it from the tablet, which is going to stink if I have to do that because I'll be even further behind everybody else. So we got calls for Teo, Cal. Like I said, I'm going Julio and Mike Ford. I feel like Julio's just due. I feel like he's just due. Some more great information from William. Irvin is four-seam, and so he's kind of a 3-pitch pitcher there. Doesn't look like he uses the changeup too much. Fastball, curve, and a sinker from Irvin. That would probably explain the low home run rate with the sinker, keeping the ball on the ground and pounding it into the ground, getting hitters to pound it into the ground there. No worries, man. If you always appreciate your support, just hop in when you can, man. No worries. I appreciate the support. I know kind of sprung this one on last minute for you guys. So, but I do apologize for that. But hopefully at some point he can come back in Sanctuary. The Manimal. Yeah, William always brings a nice out. Wild Boar is back. Been wondering where you were. I've been wondering on some of these. I was like, where is the Wild Boar on my streams? No, it's all good, man. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. St. Louis. Oh, great. And that would be a real nice win. Later, Animal Sanctuary. Thanks for stopping in, man. Always appreciate it. The Boar is in the house. Brian Wu. Warming up. Mariners in the home whites again today. The Manimal is on his way out. Always miss him when he heads out. Same uniform matchup as yesterday. 10th career Major League start for Jake Irvin. Same uniform matchup, almost same lineups. The only difference in the two lineups between yesterday and today is Abrams and Hill have flip-flopped for the Nationals. Other than that, exactly. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. So got some good people in the stream tonight. Should be a fun one. If you guys haven't yet, hit the like button on the stream for me. If for some reason anybody in here is not subscribed, hit the sub button. I am be blown away if somebody in here is not subbed. But if you aren't, hit the subscribe button. My goal is to get 20 people in here. I think we had 18 at one point. Now that didn't last long, but I think that was my high water mark yesterday. So I'd love to be able to get it to 20. You guys can help me out if you're on social media. Share it. I get it if you're on like Facebook. It's kind of awkward to share some random guy's post, but just if you know some fans who'd be interested, just tell them to come on in, hang out. You guys know how chill we do it in here. We sometimes get frustrated with the Mariners, but it's all in good fun. It is all in good fun for the Mariners. We are 3 minutes away from first pitch. I'm going to change the banner here to the top of the first before I forget. One, boom, boom. So it is almost game time. Mariners trying to win the series today. Always take a series win. I'd love a sweep, but I also, don't want to get greedy to the point of, you got to win the series first before you can get a sweep. So let's get it today. Who's on the mound for the Mariners tomorrow? Is it Logan? Yeah, Logan will go. Tomorrow's an afternoon game. Definitely won't be able to live stream tomorrow's game. Unfortunately, I'll be at work. So I will have a post-game recap up tomorrow, as always. You're always going to get some kind of video every day, whether it's a live. I shouldn't say every day, but 99.9% of the time. I think I've missed 2 games this year. It was the 2 A's games. What are the odds What are the odds on someone throwing to an open, like where Teo reached yesterday? Is that what we're talking about, where they threw it away? Odds on someone throw. Is that what you're talking about, when Teo reached by no one being there and they just threw it away? And then the Mariners also, for the first time yesterday, they got a base runner off of the pitcher Trevor Williams yesterday threw over too many times, and Kelenic was awarded second base. First time I've seen that this year. Yeah, Kurt, that'll be nice. That's good. The Tampa series will be Kirby. It'll be Miller and Castillo. I'd probably prefer Logan being in there over Miller, but still good. Oh, did it really? It went viral. Okay. See, I am not in tune with what goes viral on social medias, but yeah, that was funny. And I don't know whose fault that is. The second baseman's supposed to cover there, but I mean, at the end of the day, that's on Dom Smith. He's got to look over there and see nobody's there, even if you're expecting it. It reminds me, remember a few years ago in 19 when Dylan Moore threw home and nobody was standing there? I think it was Omar Narvaez was catching, and then it was a ground ball to Demo, and I think Wade LeBlanc was on the hill, and he just threw it away to nobody. Oh, the good old days. Mariners baseball about to get underway. We got a guy in a Julio jersey and a girl in a Kelenic jersey holding hands. Did you see was John Cena was covering first? That's awesome. Mariner, let's do it. Fernando, I hope so. I hope they do eat today. We need it. We need it. Thank you. Appreciate that, Wild Boar. So that I remember that one going viral, the Dylan Moore one. I remember, to me, that just kind of summed up the Mariners. There's always like 1 or 2 plays a year that just sum up a team. We have an Albert Pujols jersey in the outfield, the Cardinals, or it could be Angels, I guess. I think that's funny, but I've worn a Mariners jersey to a D-backs game when they're not playing the Mariners, so I don't know. Brian Wu comes out to the mound and takes the hill. Wu got his first win in his last start against the New York Yankees. Wu has been sensational ever since a rough first start. If you guys are new here, hit the like button, hit the sub button for me. Helps the video out a whole heck of a lot. And we are ready for baseball. We've gone over the lineups already. It'll be Lane Thomas to lead it off, followed by Luis Garcia, Jeimer Candelario, Joey Meneses, Corey Dickerson, Kyber Ruiz, Dominic Smith, C.J. Abrams, and center fielder Derek Hall will round out the 9 for the Washington Nationals. For the Mariners defensively, Bryan Woo is on the mound. Ty France at first, Colton Wong at second. Gino is at third. JP will be at short. Jared Kelenics in left. Julio is in center. Teo's in right. And doing the catching tonight for the Mariners in honor of Mike Blowers, doing, as he always likes to point out who's doing the catching tonight, it will be the big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Bryan Woo, 25 strikeouts to 5 walks in just 17 2/3 inning this year. A rough first start in Texas, but other than that, Bryan Woo has been sensational this season for the Mariners. Pitched really well against the Angels, the White Sox, and in Yankee Stadium, which is not an easy place to get your first career W, but a great memory for Mr. Woo. See Bryan Woo's arsenal: 4-seamer, sinker, slider, and changeup. That sinker has been really good. It's at about 95, 96, and he has just painted it on the bottom half of the bottom half of the strike zone. Excuse me. 10 people in here. If you are new here, hit the like button, hit the sub button for me. Helps me out, and share it. We had 18 in here at one point yesterday, which is a new high watermark. Love to see if we can get 20 in here. I'll be honest, the games we've called have been kind of meh. I mean, the Mariners are winning them. That's awesome. But we haven't had any real close, crazy games yet that we've called. So we'll see if this can be one. Lane Thomas is standing in. He homered yesterday. This is a guy that would be an interesting pickup for the Mariners. I don't know if he's available. Colton Wong he's been heating up. He has been heating up. That's good to see. I have hope, but I think today's it for me in terms of being done with Colton Wong. I mean, he's been better as of late, so we'll see. Here's the first pitch from Bryan Woo, and it's hit to center field. Julio going back. He's got plenty of room, and he will make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. I'll get to the comments in between innings. You guys are sometimes a little bit ahead of me. No big deal. I don't care. I know Rooftop doesn't like the spoilers. I don't really care. Get excited, get mad, whatever. Luis Garcia will step in. 278, 5 homers, 34 RBIs. He had an RBI single last night. Good start for Woo. 1 pitch, 1 out. Thomas did hit that pretty well, but into the no-fly zone of Julio Rodriguez. Here is the first pitch from Woo to Garcia, and that's in their first strike. Garcia, 77 hits this season, just 99 all of last year. Some pesky hitters in this Nationals lineup. They hit for a good average. They don't hit for a lot of power, and as William Cook let us know yesterday, they do not strike out at all. The 0-1 from Woo to Garcia. Ground ball right to Colton Wong. Flips it over to Ty France, and very quickly 2 outs here in the first. He's got home from work, 10-hour. Oh, man, yeah, I am here for that. You know it, Moses. It's getting hot out there now. Yeah, no worries, man. Hop in and out, whatever you need to do. Appreciate you being here. Hannah, welcome in. Appreciate you coming in here as always. Yes. Swings as a swing leg. Yeah, it kind of does. That's a good point. That's who reminded me of yesterday. I couldn't think of it. Here is Candelario, and he takes outside ball 1. But today has to show the old Colton. I mean, it's been there the last couple games. Like, I'll give Colton Wong that. I'm not like, oh, I'm a Colton Wong truther all of a sudden, but if they can get what they've got in the last week from him, I will take it. The 1-0 to Candelario is in their first strike at 88, 1-1. So he has shown it. Like, has he been good? No, but he's at least been a serviceable player. I mean, this is a guy that was maybe the worst player in baseball. At least now looks like a major leaguer. The 1-1 to Candelario, swing and a miss, strike 2, 95 from Bryan Woo. Candelario, 260 on the year, 10 home runs. He was the last batter last night when Sewald got that very generous strike 3 call to end the game. The 1-2 from Woo to Candelario. Little looper into left field. Kelenic coming in. He can't make the play. It is a 2-out single for Jeimer Candelario. That was kind of the theme last night. Thank Fernando. Appreciate it. Hannah is in the house. Always good to see everybody in here. Thank you all for joining me. Really, really appreciate it. Dodgers up 4-0 on the Rockies. Hannah, if you can give us a Astros Cardinals update, I appreciate it. No pressure. That's not your responsibility. But if you could, that'd be awesome. Love to see. Hopefully the Astros lose. And then Giants, Blue Jays as well. Here is my favorite name in baseball. Joey Meneses steps in, and that's outside ball one. Nationals were pesky yesterday. Castillo settled in, but a lot of two-out hits, a lot of just pesky at-bats for the Nationals. Meneses 292, 2 homers, 39 RBIs, hits like 450 with runners in scoring position. Candelario on at first. Woo's 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one at 94 from Bryan Woo. If you guys are new here, hit the like button. Well, hit the like button whether or not you're new here. And hit that subscribe button for me. I'm 26 away from 1,500. That's my new goal. So if you guys can help me out, I would appreciate it. The 1-1 from Woo to Meneses. Up high, 2-1. Actually, two of my favorite names in baseball, Bryan Woo and Joey Meneses. I don't know why I like saying that name, Meneses. I know it's weird. Don't ask me why. It flows. Like it just flows off the tongue to say it. The 2-1 from Woo is on the way. Swing and a miss, strike two. Remember, Meneses had a home run in the I think he homered off the Mariners last year a couple times. And then he homered in the WBC, I believe, for Mexico off of, who was it? Martinez pitching for the USA. The 2-2 from Woo to Meneses. Woo has dominated righties this year. His 2-2 fouled off. We'll do it again. So while Woo's still in pretty good control here, the Nationals have fouled off some pitches, got a base runner, and have made Woo throw a few more pitches. Opponent's batting average this year, lefties are actually hitting 450 off Bryan Woo. That's surprising. But just 150, 160 are righties. Woo with a 37.3% strikeout rate against right-handed hitters. Here, throws over to first down. He throws it away. Candelario is going to go to third. This could be big trouble. He's going to come around, and he's going to score on this. You've got to be kidding me. Just so many stupid plays from this team. It's 1-0 Nationals. Woo threw it away. I don't know how nobody could get to that in time to prevent a run from scoring. Terrible throw by Woo. That is just so frustrating. And I know they won yesterday, and I know you're thinking, oh, Jay again getting negative. But come on, that is so stupid and annoying. Who cares about the base runner? You have 2 strikes on the hitter. Just get the hitter out. I hate when guys have 2 strikes, 2-2 to Meneses. Yeah, strike 3 called. Just throw the pitch. This is probably the most mad you've ever seen me. Like, who cares about the base runner? You have Meneses just swung and missed at 2 pitches. Just pitch to him. Oh, yeah, exactly. Like, sorry, and I'm sorry for that rant. You guys were like, oh my gosh. And you're seeing a little of my game day emotion coming out there. St. Louis is up 4-2. Thank you. You guys see my frustration there. Moses, cheesy. Yeah, well said, Moses. Thank you, Hannah, for the update there. No. Animal Sanctuary not be happy Texas has taken the lead. But I think you guys get my frustration there, don't you? You've got 2 strikes on the hitter. Like, who cares about the base runner with 2 outs? Thank you. I'll try to do more of it. I appreciate it. Oh, maybe I've got some Modelo's in the fridge. Maybe I'll get it. But I mean, I think you guys know where that frustration. That was just a bad throw of the pitch and see. Yeah, just throw the. Like, Meneses swung and missed through 2 pitches. You've got him 2 strikes. There's 2 outs. The base runner doesn't matter. And Candelario's not even like that fast. What's he gonna do? Like, okay, he steals second. So what? Get Meneses out. It's just so annoying. And listen, every little thing counts. 1-0 again. The Mariners find themselves behind because the Nationals bloop one in, and then Bryan Woo decides with 2 strikes he's got to throw a pickoff attempt instead of just getting out the hitter. I hate pickoff attempts with 2 outs unless it's like just certain circumstances, and then 2 strikes on the hitter as well. So it's just even more frustrating that I'm trying to get this score edited and can't do it. I'm fired up for 1-0 on a Tuesday. But JP Crawford will step up for the Mariners. As a good friend of mine has always told me, you can't get mad being down 1-0 because you got to score a run anyways. So it's not the end of the world to be down 1-0. No, it's not. Oh my gosh, I'm having a rough one today. Here's Irvin to J.P. Crawford. The first pitch is outside, ball one. It keeps correcting bot to not. It's bottom one. It's baseball terms. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Modelo time. It might be. It was like it seems like at least majority errors weren't scoring. Yeah, exactly. It's like just throw the pitch. 2-0 to J.P. Crawford in there for a strike at 96, 2-1. And it's just like little things like that. And it makes a difference. I'm not saying they're going to lose 1-0, but you never know. You never know. And it's just frustrating. That's just giving stuff away. The 2-1 to JP fouled off 2-2. And I think it's demoralizing too. Like Wu pitches really well that inning. You're feeling good. And I know I'm ranting on this and I'll stop. You guys can tell me, but you have 2 strikes on a hitter that swung and missed through 2 pitches. Just pitch to him. Stop. I mean, my coaches, I didn't play a lot of baseball, but they would have told you, like, put the base runner out of your head. Focus on getting the hitter out. The 2-2 from Irvin to JP. Foul off 2-2. Now, of course, if he gets him out, I'm probably going, oh, what a great pickoff by Brian Wu. And I'm praising it. Yeah, Irvin 96. Surprised he doesn't have more strikeouts in the next few years. 0-0. Rays and D-backs, a battle of 1998 expansion teams here going at it. That should be a good series. And 2 first-place teams this season. So good game there. 1-0 Nationals. I didn't know how to describe the run the Mariners gave up in the first. The 2-2 from Irvin to J.P. Crawford. Fouled off again. Irvin's got a weird delivery. Is that just me? It almost looks like a balk. He kind of sidesteps. Maybe my TV just kind of froze before and it made it look weird, but that's a weird. Like, he comes set, and then he turns his body. Is that not a balk? The 2-2 JP down the line foul. Good battle here by JP. I mean, I know you can't balk with nobody on base, but that just looks like it's illegal. I don't know. Same thing like Luis Garcia from the Astros always bobbing. I'm like, is that legal? The 2-2 again to JP. 9th pitch of this at-bat. Line drive, just foul. Good at-bat here by JP. This will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. I swear sometimes pitchers do things, and it's kind of like, well, if I do it every time, they can't call a balk every time because the game would never finish. So, but it's a really weird delivery. Irvin getting warned that he's got to wait for JP to step in. He turns, puts his foot forward. It's weird. Fouled off again. See if you guys are, yeah, great AB from JP here. Next few weeks. Hey, Oakland hanging in there, bottom of the first 0-0. Give me 1 second here, guys. Sorry. All right, I am back from the unmute, and we have the 11th pitch in this at-bat to J.P. Crawford coming up. The pitch, swing and a miss. J.P. swings at ball 3 there. A good at-bat from J.P. That's about as good of an out as you can have. An 11-pitch at-bat. So, minimum, the Mariners are going to make Irvin throw a couple of pitches this inning. And we know the Nationals bullpen has struggled. I'm still mad about that first inning run. That just drives me. Oh, I might have a separate video on that if the Mariners don't win. Here's Julio. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Irvin strikeout rate well below average. Does strike out more righties than lefties. Pitch to Julio outside, 1-1. 1 out here in the bottom first. Good first at bat by J.P. Crawford. An 11-pitch strikeout. Like I said, it was as good of an out as you can have outside of maybe having runners on and getting a run in. The 1-1. Ground ball to Abrams. Gets out of his glove, flips it on to first for the out, and Julio is out number 2. I want to see the Mariners get a run where they just get a guy on and good at bat. Yeah, that's a fine at bat by J.P. Crawford, no doubt there. Can the Mariners get a guy on base and then just a slow guy like Ty and then have a pitcher throw over and have him score all the way from first? I want to see the Mariners score a run like that. The closest thing I can think of is when Brendan Ryan just ran around to third base against the A's because no one was covering. Here's Ty. Line drive, base hit up the middle. A 2-out single for the Mariners from Ty France. All right, we need to pick off and Ty France to come around. I don't think Ty would score on that, though. 8.8 per 9. Yeah, only 6 starts. So hard to really judge Irvin too much. Has not made a ton of starts this season. So hard to really talk too much about him. You know, the other thing that drove me nuts, and I know I'm still harping on that first, and you guys can tell me to shut up. How did nobody get to that ball? Like, it was just sitting over there for like 5 minutes. Why did Teo have to get that? How did Ty not get over there? Here's Teoscar Hernandez, who I believe was Sleepy's pick for a home run today. Speak on that was chaos ball. Exactly. It's like the exact way the Mariners would have scored last year. And now other teams doing it to them. The 1-0 to Teo. Fly ball hit pretty deep to right field. Going back is Thomas to the track. Goodbye, baseball. Teoscar Hernandez. A 2-run home run. I think it was Sleepy that called it. And now I've forgotten all about that first inning run. Excuse me. The Mariners have taken a 2-1 lead. Teo is red hot. There we go. Flick, was it you that said Teoscar, or was it Sleepy that said Teoscar? Hey, Liv, how's it going? Good to see you in here as always. Thank you. Was it Sleepy? Was it you that said Teo? Yes, let's go. Teoscar Hernandez, a 2-run home run. That was another one I can't believe got out. Nice call, Sleepy. Predicted it. Good call. Good call there. That's a, you know what, Jacob, that's a good point. That is a real nice response from this team. Cal takes outside ball 1. Very nice response. Wake up. Exactly what they needed after that. And maybe to get me to shut up about it too, because I was on it on that one. Up top to the dumper, and it is 2-0. Teoscar Hernandez with a 2-run bomb. He is so strong. Like, I can't believe some of those get out. It doesn't look that great. Yeah, go get one. Go get one and let us know the numbers when you have a chance. Great call by Sleepy. 12 people in here. If you're new, hit the like button. I keep saying, if you're new, hit the subscribe button. And if you're in here, hit the like button. And I hope you guys are enjoying the play-by-play. I was very angry about that play in the first inning, as everybody here can attest to. But the Mariners have answered back with 2 in the bottom of the first and the 2-1 to Cal. Fouls it off again, 2-2. And the other nice thing is they have made Irvin throw. Let's see. They made Irvin throw 22 pitches. Dollar hot dog night in Toronto. Buddy just texted me. They sold 57,000 hot dogs. It's a lot of hot dogs. Imagine just being able to do a dollar hot dog night, sell and make $57,000. How sweet would that be? I should do that. Just put up a hot dog stand. $1, sell out a stand. The 2-2 to the dumper. That ball's hit pretty deep. But it will stay in the ballpark as the center fielder Hill is right there. And he will make the catch for the final out. But the Mariners do get 2 runs on a 2-run shot by Teoscar Hernandez. And a little 2-out magic for the Mariners. A Ty France single and then the Teo W. Yeah, he does. He really does hit it well. Deserve that. No, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. I think it was well deserved too. I don't take back what I said. It should be 2-0. Cal just missed that. Braves win. Miami beats Boston. We'll take that. And yes, we will take the 2 runs as well for the Mariners. I'm obviously I'm gonna not stop talking about that play in the first because it should be 2-0. But the Mariners do answer back. And the good news is Bryan Woo looked really good in the first inning. So that is the good news here. Nice. That's good to know. That's a big one for the Mariners. The Blue Jays go down to the Giants. The Mariners will see the Giants on 4th of July. Accompany these damn Mariners. That's what they do to you. Pittsburgh knocks off the Padres 9-4. The reeling Padres. I thought Cal, off the bat, I thought he got that. I mean, it looked like it might be close. So you're all right, Flick. No worries. You got plenty of time. You said Cal and you said Ty as well. So, hey, Ty started the rally. Didn't get the home run, but he was a big part of that rally. 2-1 as we'll head to the top of the second. The Nationals getting their run on something. I don't even know how you'd score that. Imagine having to keep score on that. Yeah, Padres might be. I've heard some rumors they might be selling. That has been a mess for them. Yeah, you had Ty France. Oop. It is all. Let's do it. Let's get the series win. Hopefully Bryan Woo looked really good. The good news is the run the Nationals scored was on Bryan Woo throwing the ball away. So, that is good news, the fact that it wasn't like a home run or anything or like 2 doubles ripped to the gap. So hopefully Woo settles in and we'll be just fine as we head to the top of the second. Most quality starts this season. I don't know if that's the American League or all baseball, but the Mariners lead the majors with 40. Astros and Twins have 39. The Blue Jays have 38. The Rangers have 36. It's all American League teams. So I'm assuming that's in the American League, but maybe that's who leads all baseball. Here is Corey Dickerson. And he takes strike one on the outside corner. 5th career start for Bryan Woo in the bigs. If you guys are new here, we got 14. My goal is 20. We had 18 yesterday. It's my high mark, so keep them coming. Share it with people. Hit the like button. If you're new here, hit subscribe. I think you'll enjoy my Mariners content. The 0-1 is, did he go? He did not. 1-1. Daily videos on here, whether it's live streams or post-game recap. You're going to get it all. And I try to be fair. This isn't just me cheering Mariners, not knowing anybody. I pride myself on knowing teams. So if you're a Nationals fan or a fan of another team, you're going to get a decent broadcast, hopefully. Dickerson swings and misses through the fastball. It is 1-2. Nationals struck out 12 times yesterday. It's the second most this season. This team does not strike out a lot at all. In fact, the least amount of strikeouts in the bigs. Oh, and Dickerson is walking away. Pitch clock violation, I think. All right. I guess the Mariners is getting free outs here. Dickerson apparently is walking back to the dugout. I guess he doesn't want to play more. Christian is in the house. Welcome in. Corbin Carroll has been amazing. I guess it was a pitch clock violation on Dickerson. So it feels Geraldo Perdomo. I always want to say Geraldo Parra scores. Ketel Marte scores 3-0 Diamondbacks. Christian is in the house. Here is Keibert Ruiz, who takes strike one. Yeah, we'll take the pitch clock strikeout. Absolutely. Yeah, it was. He was not in there at 8 seconds. You can hate the rules, whatever, but that is the right call. So Bryan Woo gets his first strikeout. Here is Keibert Ruiz, who takes 0-1. Good pitch by Woo, but it's outside. 1-1. It's tough when I'm on mute because I don't want to get copyrighted on these. Now, you think about it from my perspective, all I see is Dickerson with 2 strikes just walking back to the dugout. I'm like, all right, guess he doesn't want to play anymore. The 1-1 to Ruiz is inside. 2-1. 16 people in here. I'm 3 away from my high water mark. Thank you, everybody, for being in here. I really appreciate it. Join the conversation. Some Mariners and Dole. Yeah, seriously. The Mariners have been really, you know what? People give Scott, some gruff for things, but let's give Scott credit. The Mariners have been one of the best at that. The 2-1 is fouled off 2-2. Christian giving his hellos. Or 2. Yeah, the Mariners have been really good. And that's a credit to coaching. They've done a good job. Mariners staff, 17 people in here. Thank you. If you're new here, hit the like button for me. And don't forget to subscribe for daily Mariners content. Even if you're not a Mariners fan, I think you'll enjoy the conversation. The 2-2 almost hits Ruiz inside 3-2. If you're a fan of another team, I like subscribing to other channels and getting insights. So don't be afraid to do that. And yeah, welcome in any newcomers. Join the conversation. We have a lot of fun in here. The 3-2 from Woo to Ruiz is a foul ball on ball 4. So lucky there that he swung at that. Christian Walker's had a great season, homers. The Diamondbacks have been a fun team. I've been to a couple games this year. They have been, they're not a threat to the Mariners, so I don't mind seeing the D-backs win unless the Mariners play them. We'll do the 3-2 again. Woo gets the sign and the pitch to Ruiz. A ground ball foul, so a good battle here from Ruiz. Although he could have walked if he just didn't swing at a couple of these pitches. On deck is Dom Smith, and CJ Abrams is in the hole for the Nationals. 2-1 Mariners, top of the second. The Nationals scoring their run in the first inning on a pickoff throw error from Bryan Woo. The Mariners getting their 2 runs on a 2-run home run by Teoscar Hernandez. The 3-2 from Woo. Line drive into center field. That will get down for a base hit. A 1-out single from Ruiz. Let's see what we got here. My buddy is sitting just across from Ferb. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. Very cool. I hope he is having a good time, and I hope he brings the Mariners a W tonight. 1 out, 1 on, and that will bring up the left-handed hitting first baseman Dom Smith, or Dominic Smith, whatever he wants to go by. He had a home run yesterday off Luis Castillo, his 3rd of the season. And the pitch from Woo is going to get into the gap. Kelenic will cut it off. That will keep Ruiz at second. But another 1-out hit for the Nationals, first and second with 1 out here. And the Nationals are threatening. Where is he's working tonight, Christian. We got 17 here, 3 more to my goal. I mean, we can take more than 20, but we'll good to see. Yeah, a couple solid hits there for the Nationals. Luis Arraez up to 399 batting average. Incredible. Never thought we'd see that in the modern game. Today, Bryan Woo's in a little bit of a pickle here. Nationals with 10-plus hits in 7 of their last 12 games. It's not a bad offense. They don't hit a lot of long balls, but they're pesky. Here is the young shortstop, C.J. Abrams. And he swings to the first pitch and fouls it off. Kind of a tough matchup for Woo, I would think, because Woo is so in the strike zone. This team could be a tough matchup for him. I would think Kirby as well. I think a guy like Castillo probably matches up a little bit better against the Nationals, but we'll see. Abrams, the big piece in the Soto trade from San Diego, the 0-1. Inside 1-1. Ruiz is on at second with a single. Dom Smith is on at first with a single. 1 out and 2 on for the Nationals. 2-1 Mariners here in the top of the second. The Nationals are 10th in BABIP at 306 as an offense. So they've been a little fortunate, we would say, with balls in play. The Matt Brash of hitting so far are the Nationals this season. 2-1 from Woo to Abrams. Smith on at first, Ruiz on at second. Woo gets his sign. And his 2-1 to Abrams is on the way. And that one's hit into left field. Kelenic coming in. It is playable. And there are 2 away here. Let's get to the no. I almost hit end broadcast. That's not good. William, always bring in the heat, man. You got to send some of that to me. That sounds amazing. And I am now super hungry. Thank you. As Rooftop would say, don't quit your day. That's right. He's got it down. Yeah, they did. Excuse for Woo. Yeah, that's crazy. No, amen. You guys are bringing the heat in the comments. I like it, with good food and good banter. Yeah, Woo's got to get out of it. Yeah, no. And I think it was Flick that said that. I don't want to imply I was trying to make excuses for him, but it's definitely, I think, probably, when you're so in the zone, guys like Woo and Kirby, it can be tough matchups. Here's the light hitting center fielder, Derek Hill, 174, no homers, no RBIs. That makes me nervous anytime a guy comes up without anything. And Woo's just getting warned. He's got to wait for Hill to get in there before he can come set. Woo at 29 pitches. 2 on, 2 outs. Nationals 4.1 runs per game. That's 22nd in the bigs. 63 home runs, ranks 29th. And Woo's pitch is a little outside, but it's called a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. A little bit of a gift. The Mariners will take it. As a Rooftop would say, it's probably a +1. It's easy when there's 2 of us to keep track of it. The 0-1 from Woo to Hill is outside 1-1. If you guys are new, we got 17 people in here. My goal is to get 20. If you're not subbed, hit the sub button for me and hit that like button. It just helps get this out to more people. I appreciate everybody that is in here right now. It means a lot to me. And it looks like a pitch clock violation on Woo. Oh, he did not wait for Hill. So it is 2-1. So 2 pitch clock violations in this game. 1 for the Nationals. Dickerson was punched out on a violation. And now Woo gets 1. So it's 2-1 from Woo to Derek Hill. The pitch. That's good pitch. Low 95 for a strike. 2-2. Woo 1 out of the way. Hopefully no pickoff moves here. Just get the hitter out. Yeah, Woo comes set there. And Hill, yeah, he's got to wait. So many rules on this thing that I do get pitchers getting a little confused. Woo is ready with a 2-2 to Derek Hill. Looks the runner and the pitch. Outside 3-2. 97 from Bryan Woo. Cal given when it's a full count. Scott with the dad golf clap. Lane Thomas, a good hitter on deck. You don't want to walk Hill and have to face Lane Thomas with the bases loaded. You want to be able to get Hill here. And Woo's 3-2 pitch on the way. Outside, ball 4. Now you got to face. That's not a good job there by oh, thank you, William, man. I appreciate that. 18 bombs. Who are we talking about there? Was that? Oh, JD Martinez. Would have been a nice DH for the Mariners. Willie, please. Saying thoughts in the rule halfway. I'm okay with them, Christian. I think they've sped up the game. The only one I don't like is really non-competitive ball 4. Agreed. Yeah, the food. Williams talking some good food. I'm getting hungry. The only one I don't like is you can only throw over 2 times. I think that's kind of like you got to be allowed to try and slow down the run game. But yeah, that was not good pitching there. Hill's not a very good hitter. You got to get him out, or at least a young hitter that hasn't had many at bats. Now you've got to face the best hitter in this lineup in Lane Thomas, 296, 14 home runs on the season, 41 RBIs. He stung the ball on the first pitch. So the bases are loaded here for the Nationals. In the top of the service, Scott getting some gray hairs probably from that first inning play and just the inability to finish off innings by this Mariners team. Nationals have been really pesky in this series. They have not gone down 1-2-3 often. Lane Thomas, 90 hits, leads the Nationals. Woo comes set, and his pitch to Thomas is outside, ball 1. Woo's got to settle down here and find a way to get Thomas. Keep this at 2-1, get the bats back in there in the bottom of the second. Thomas, a good hitter. That's why you don't want to walk Derek Hill. The 1-0 from Woo to Thomas. In the dirt. Nice stop by Cal. Prevents a run from scoring. 2-0. Brian Woo all of a sudden can't find the strike zone. He's been a little off today so far. Actually looked pretty good in the first inning, but he has not looked super sharp here in the second. Even one of the outs he got, now it was with 2 strikes, but he got Dickerson on a pitch clock violation. 2-0 to Thomas here, so Woo in a little bit of trouble. Cal trying to pump him up. The 2-0. That's in there for a strike. 2-1. Borderline, but close enough. Close enough. I wouldn't call that. That's right on the edge there. That's a fair call. If it touches the strike zone, it's a strike. So 2-1. Woo needed that one. The 2-1 from Woo to Thomas. That's in there. Strike 2. Nice pitch. Beautiful pitch there. Catches the corner on the lower half of the lower outside corner. I always have trouble putting those words together. 2-2. 39th pitch of the game already for Brian Woo here. And he needs a big strike to get out of a bases loaded jam with 2 outs with the dangerous Lane Thomas at the plate. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Great pitch by Brian Woo. That 2-seamer. Thomas swings over the top of it. Woo works out of a jam. We had the bottom second. Some Mariners 2. The Nats 1. Yeah, that was a nice sequence there. Clayton Kershaw, no hitter through 5. This team lost against Severance throwing combined. That's right, they did. I remember that. Big pitch from Woo. Wesley, welcome in, man. Yes, that was huge. Good job fighting back. We're talking about Kershaw. Yeah, that's right, we were. We did have some Kershaw talk. Well, yeah, definitely. That was nice to see, guys. That was Woo needed that. And against a good hitter, too. You got to be careful. So Woo did a nice job to strike out Thomas and came back from a 2-0 count as well. So not easy to do there. Just change it to the bottom of the second. 2-1 Seattle Mariners. Yeah, Woo at 39 pitches, but good news is you've got back. I would think Munoz is still available. You got Brash available, so you can get Woo through 5. You feel pretty good. It is. That's actually a good point, Stefan. It is a good experience for a young pitcher in a tough situation to be able to get out of that. So good to see that from Brian Woo. Yeah, I like Brian Woo's moxie a lot. The Astros lose. That's good to see. I kind of agree. Kelenic, no one picked Kelenic as their pick to click for the home runs, whatever we want to call it on my show. No one went with Kelenic. Was a little surprised. Due up for the Mariners will be Gino. He'll be followed by Jared Kelenic. And then Mike Ford, who is one of my picks for a home run tonight, along with Julio. Sleepy already got one of the home runs. He called Teoscar Hernandez to hit one. And he got one. 2-1 Mariners. A long couple innings here so far. It's been not a lot of quick innings so far, the few that have been pitched in this game. Good news for Mariners fans. St. Louis knocks off Houston. Thank you, Hannah, as always, for the scores. I appreciate it. The final there, 4-2. So the Mariners can gain a game on the Astros. The Blue Jays lost as well. Yes, thank you, Cards. I like that nickname, Mike F350. Ball 1 to Gino outside. I could too. He is due for one. Not really. He was good yesterday. He settled in. So no, I'm not real concerned about Castillo. It's just been more frustrating. But I think he's just been in a little funk. It happens to every pitcher. The 1-0. That's in there 1-1. It's just been frustrating because they've needed him in a couple of these starts. Like that Yankee Stadium game, they needed Castillo to deliver. But I'm not worried about him. He'll be fine. And he ended up pitching pretty well yesterday. The 1-1. That's in their first strike. 1 and 2. I did not see it. I did not see the Palacios catch. I'll have to go get up. You missed nobody dancing today, but you did miss a bases loaded jam for the Nationals that Brian Wu was able to get out of. Yeah, exactly, Christian. Every pitcher goes through it. Home run for Torkelson. Looks like we got a tie game in Texas. And there is the update on what we missed. The pitch to Gino fouls it off. He was on that one. 17 people in here, 2 away from a new high water mark of 19 for my streams. If you're new in here, hit the like button. And don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. I'm 26 away from 1,500. The 2-2 from Irvin to Suarez. He's out in front of that. Should be a little routine fly ball for the left fielder. That will be Corey Dickerson, and he will make the catch for out number 1. I still swear Irvin's move can't, are you allowed to do that the way he pitches like that? Is Astro in the house? What is good, everybody? Welcome in. Teo is getting hot. As long as he's not making blunders and errors, I'm okay with it. Boston lost as well. Toronto lost too. 19 people in here, a new high watermark for me. Go Mariners. Yes, let's get it. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button for me and hit the like button for the stream. Welcome in anybody new here. Astros in the house. Come on, Kelenic. Let's see if Jared can get that home run. The 0-1 is outside, 1-1. I apologize to this church. This chair is squeaking like crazy. The 1-1 from Irvin to Mr. Jared Kelenic. The pitch. Swing and a miss at 96. I'm not going to get over Irvin's delivery. I swear that is just, I'm sure it's not. Otherwise he'd be called for it, but it just looks like a balk. I mean, they can't balk guys on base, but it looks like you shouldn't be allowed to do it. The 1-2, outside 2-2. Gino flew out to lead off the inning. 1 out, nobody on here. Irvin at 33 pitches, 2-1 Mariners, bottom of the second. Irvin's 2-2. Swing and a miss from Jared Kelenic. He goes down swinging. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I will take that. It's essentially a 0 for, 1 more makes 20, so hopefully we can get one more person here. We'll take a few more. Well, Jordan, ooh, ouch. I didn't know Walker was that bad. Yeah, Kelenic has been, he seems to get the occasional hit and walk just to keep himself afloat. So hopefully we get that. He did reach base twice yesterday. Mike Ford takes strike 1. Ford 200 on the season, 6 homers, 9 RBIs. He had 2 hits yesterday. Ford was one of my picks for a home run. The 0-1 is in their first strike, 0-2. Big Mike Ford, the F-350. I like that nickname. I forgot who said that in the chat, but that is a perfect nickname. The Diesel. The 0-2 to Ford, up high, 1-2. The Diesel dually truck, Mike Ford. 1-2. Irvin comes set, twist his body, and the 1-2 is up high, 2-2. Irvin wanted that pitch, but a good take. That was up high. 10 hits this year for Mike Ford. 6 of them were home runs. 2 of them were 2 singles yesterday. Irvin at 38 pitches here. 2 outs, nobody on. And his 2-2 pitch is strike 3 on the inside corner. And that will do it for the Mariners as Irvin retires his side. 1-2-3. We'll head to the top of the third. Mariners 2, Nationals 1. Comments. Teo's D-Wars carried by 4 outfield assists. The first couple weeks he was on a record. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize he had that many to start. Either way, though, I mean, that's kind of it's like Kelenic's numbers. Yeah, they're being carried by April, but it still counts. So we'll take it. Teo's got a good arm. It's better than nothing. Better than nothing. What about Mike Ford? I think Mike Ford is an okay platoon DH that's a really good pinch hitting bench bat option. That's my take on Mike Ford. I do love him like in terms of just Mike Ford himself, the crew cab. Yes, exactly. Just Mike Ford, the person, seems really cool. It's also cool that he went to an Ivy League school. He just doesn't look like an Ivy Leaguer. Let's change it to the top of the third. 2-1 Mariners. Definitely going to want to get a few more runs today. Yeah, the Mariners they've done pretty good today. No shame in the bats so far. Yeah, need a 1-2-3. Wu needs a 1-2-3 here. I agree with that. But yeah, Oscar, going back to Teo's defense, I agree. It probably is being carried by that, but at least overall, it's been slightly below average. I was worried it was going to be an absolute disaster for Jared, OPS for Jared in June can't get much worse there, but I will say I'm surprised heating up. And that's the thing. I know people, Jared's just being carried by his April, and he probably is, and he definitely is. But the overall number, if you would have told me on June, whatever it is, 27th, that Jared Kelenic would have had like a 780 OPS or whatever he is in the season, I would have signed up for it. Whether it was just from a hot April, whatever, we will take it. The Clayton Kershaw no hit bid is over. Thank you, Hannah. 21 people in here. Welcome in. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button to share the stream. Really cool to have this many people in here. Thank you so much for joining. And it just went down to 19. I scared 2 people off, apparently, when I said that. But we have hit our high water mark. And Countstar is much better. They just haven't gotten that big hit to get out of innings. Here's Garcia, takes ball 1. I shouldn't say that. They've actually, the last few weeks, have been better at knocking pitchers out. But for a while there, they would work the counts, but they just couldn't get that big hit. But they did a little bit against the Yankees, Orioles, and then yesterday as well. 1-0 from Wu to Garcia is in there for a strike. 1-1, 96 paint on the corner, maybe a little inside, but tough pitch. It's borderline. 1-1. Garcia 2 for 4 so far in this series. He does have that Robinson Cano, whoever pointed that out. Swing and a miss, 1-2. And a lot of these guys model themselves after. He probably did. He probably grew up watching Robinson Cano, and that was one of his guys. So I wouldn't be shocked if he did model himself after him. 4th Mariner pitcher to make his debut this year is Wu. The 1-2 is Fowler. Will we have a play? Kelenic coming over. Does he have a play? He does not. It will get out of play. We'll do the 1-2 again. 4 Mariner pitchers have made their major league debut this year. Bryan Woo, Ty Adcock, Bryce Miller, and Juan Ten. Adcock, Miller, and Woo still on the major league roster. Ten was okay. He was serviceable in his time up here, but just a numbers game in the bullpen. Trevor got back today. Chris Flexen DFA'd. I did a quick short on that. If you're curious on my thoughts about it, wish Flexen all the best, but good news for the Mariners. The 1-2 is hit on the ground, foul to get Trevor got back. That's going to help the bullpen, help lengthen it a little bit. And Flexen just wasn't serving a purpose this year. Wasn't good, and when he wasn't there, the only time you could pitch Flex with any confidence was in 8 or 9-0 games. But even there, it seems like he would make them interesting if the Mariners were ahead. 44 pitches already for Bryan Woo, so he has thrown a decent amount of pitches. Garcia stands in. Woo is ready with the 1-2 pitch, and here it is. And it's a little ground ball. Great play by JP. I don't think he's been able to get Garcia. Oh, he throws. Garcia's safe. Great effort by JP. Man, the Nationals just been so pesky. Infield hits, dinkers, dunkers. Yeah, it does seem to be the Achilles heel. They'll have 2 crazy. I think he's at I don't know about 2 outs. I know with runners in scoring position, he's at 280. Totally Cano-esque. Yeah. Even Mike Ford, he does a little bit. That was a great play by JP. Garcia just runs too well. But an infield hit. Bullpen is super nice with the loss of Penn. Yeah, that's right. Penn Murphy out for the season. That's a tough blow, but some good depth there still for the Mariners. Here's Candelario, runner at first with nobody out. Boy, the Mariners just cannot get 1, 2, 3 innings on this team. Strike 1, Candelario tried to take a timeout. He was not granted it. And it is strike 1. So the Mariners kind of catch a break. I don't know what would have happened if Candelario stayed in there, but it is a called strike 1. He called that timeout super late. I don't blame the ump there for not granting it. The 0-1 from Wu to Candelario. Fouled away, 0-2. Nationals have been just really pesky. I feel like a lot of 2-strike hits, a lot of kind of dinkers and dunkers. Not a lot of extra. Well, actually, no, they had 2 home runs yesterday, so they had a few extra base hits. But, man, just I can't. Mariners have not had a lot of 1, 2, 3 innings against them in this series. No outs, 1 on after a leadoff infield hit for Garcia. The 0-2 from Wu to Candelario is fouled away again. And they're pesky because they don't strike out. So it's hard here, this Mariner staff getting ahead 0-2, and they're having trouble putting them away. We saw it a little bit yesterday early on from Castillo. He settled in. What makes Castillo great is he can kind of get outside the zone a little bit. Guys like Wu and Miller or Kirby are so in the zone that it's sometimes hard to get those strikeouts. The 0-2. Strike 3 called. There we go. Right on cue. As I talk about it, Wu gets a called 3rd strike on the inside corner. Good pitch from Bryan Wu. 1 down. Yeah, 18.6 K rate for the Nationals. Best in baseball. JP's been outstanding. That was very nearly a web gem. Taylor, Gino, JP. Yeah, those three have been good. They've been really good with runners on. Yeah, Penn Murphy, the UCLA injury. I'm assuming out for the year. I guess I shouldn't say. I don't know for sure, but I would have to imagine it is. Here's Meneses. And he swings at the first pitch and fouls it off 0-1. Joey Meneses. You guys know I like to say that name. Nationals scored their run in the first inning on a pickoff attempt that went wild from Wu. Mariners got a 2-run home run from Teoscar Hernandez. Here's the 0-1 from Wu to Meneses. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Runner takes off. Throw down to second. Not in time. Close. Good throw by Cal. Good tag by Wong, but I think Garcia was safe. That's about as close as it gets. Let's see the replay. Yeah, he's pretty clearly safe. Not that close in the grand scheme of things, but a pretty good throw. Good job by Wong to apply the tag, but Garcia is in there. So runner at second with one out here. And an 0-2 count on Meneses. Get the batters out, Brian. Don't worry about the base runners. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Strikes out Meneses on a foul tip. 2 outs. Nice pitch by Wu. Will be among shortstop errors with low. Some of that, though, yeah, like, some of the errors come from, guys making plays that other people can't make. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, exactly. It's just another big strikeout. I remember Eric Chavez used to always lead the AL in errors. And part of that was just he could get to so many balls that it's bound to happen. So, I mean, you don't want the errors, but sometimes that's what makes them happen. Here's Dickerson, and he fouls off the first pitch 0-1. Dickerson was punched out on a pitch clock violation. Wu with 5 strikeouts already against a team that does not strike out a lot. 53 pitches here for Brian Wu. But yeah, sometimes I wouldn't make a lot of errors in baseball because I'd be so slow I'd never get to any baseballs. My Savant page would look blue, blue, blue. Here's the 0-1. Fly ball. Is it going to stay in? Kelenic coming over. Gino going over. Does he have a play? Does not. But it is strike 2. Wu in his last 2 starts, 11 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 14 Ks. Opponent's hitting just 132. 54 pitches for Wu, so the pitch count is high. Good news is with Trevor Gott back there, the Mariners bullpen lengthens out a little bit. So if you can get Wu through 5, turn it over to, some sort of Topa, Brash, Gott, Munoz, Sewald combination for your final 12 outs is what you want to do. Here is Wu's 0-2 to Dickerson. Garcia on at second, and the pitch. Down the line, foul. 95 stings that one down the left field line and foul. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, and exactly, for sure. And I knew what you meant by bringing up that stat wall, but I don't want to come across like I was saying you were wrong. You're 100% correct on that. 6-3 Rangers disappointed there. Nathaniel Lowe, Mariner killer, makes it 6-3. Gino's been sensational. I appreciate that. You guys agree with me, the error thing and how bad I would be in the field. The 0-2, Dickerson gets a piece again. Man, the Nationals are pesky. They do not. They put up good at-bats. I'll give them credit. In these 2 games, at least what I've seen, they put up some pesky at-bats here against the Mariners. They're not a good team, but they're certainly, they're not a bad team, if that makes sense. Wu's 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got him nice. Looked like a slider there. Almost looked like a splitter of some kind. Gets Dickerson to swing and miss. We'll head the bottom of the 3rd. It's 2-1 Mariners. Wu with 6 strikeouts. No, he does. He has great stuff. And can he be short? Agreed. Definitely agree there. Big strikeout. Actually, that's 6 strikeout. Oh, on the side. Did he strike out the side? I think he did. Yeah, I believe he did strike out the side there. Not easy against this Nationals team. Dropping my pen. I always have to have a pen in my hand, like a fidget toy or something to mess around with. If you're new in here, I always say hit the like button first. Hit the like button, but also hit that subscribe button. I'm 26 away from 1,500 subs. Helps me out a whole lot if you guys can hit that sub button and the like button. Is trying to get on my way to get monetized here. Just need some more of those watch hours. So hopefully this will help with all you guys in here. Let's see. We got some conversations. Yep, big time strikeout there. Roast potato sounds good, Christian. Enjoy that. 1 single. Yeah, it was a little infield single too. Yeah, Gino's been really good defensively, and that's why he's still in there. I mean, well, you need Gino, but like it's not just the hitting. Yes, way to go, Woo. He did strike out the side. Yeah, that is definitely right. It's comfort food, big time. Same here. Always messing with my Leatherman while watching. Yeah, it just like I always have to have something in my hand, whether it's a ball, something like that. Count. I've been watching with my eyes closed. Yes, it absolutely counts. You don't have to actually watch. It can just be running flick. So you're listening. You can go to sleep and just let this run for like 24 hours consecutively. Yeah, only for Flick. Flick only gets to have his eyes closed. I don't blame him. Looking at me for 4 hours could be tough, so I don't blame him at all here. Checking on some stuff here. Heading to the bottom of the third. This game we're almost an hour in and we're only in the bottom of the third. This feels like an old game. Here's Colton Wong taking up high from Irvin for ball one. Mariners winning by the time Wu is out. It's never a bad time for Modelo's. Point J, if he was defense. Exactly. Ground ball, and that's a great play by Garcia. Flips over to first. Fantastic play by Garcia. Robs Colton Wong of a hit. One of those nights so far here. Like to see those get through. Colton Wong is the first out. Yeah, it's defense matters. You gotta still bring the gloves. So, and Gino definitely doing that. Can't get too mad at Colton Wong there. If Garcia does make a great play, that is a leadoff single for Colton, but a great play by Luis Garcia, who gets an infield hit on JP's play and then makes a great play. Never a bad time for any alcoholic beverage, in my opinion. Never a bad time. 5 o'clock somewhere, the cliche. Strike one to JP Crawford from Jake Irvin. Here's his 0-1. JP hits it on the ground right to the first baseman Smith. He'll take himself very quickly, 2 outs. And Irvin, who threw a lot of pitches early, is settled in here now. Just 43 pitches. You'd like to see a couple base runners here. Let Brian Wu rest up a little bit. Mayor's in danger of sending him right back out there. Here is Julio, who is my other pick for a home run. I said Julio and Mike Ford. So let's see if Julio can come through for me. See if the Mariners have a little 2-out magic in them. They did back in the first. Irvin comes set. His pitch is a strike to Julio at 96. Probably a good take for Julio. Give Wu as much rest as possible. Julio 246, 13 homers, 42 RBIs. Some kids out there in the J-Rod squad hoping for a ball. Swing and a miss on that slider. 0-2 to Julio. The J-Rod squad. Julio 3 for 5 so far in this series. Reached base 4 times yesterday, I believe. 0 for 1 so far today. Next road trip for the Mariners will be in San Fran for the 4th, then 4 in Houston. That will take us to the All-Star break already. The 0-2 to Julio. Good take, 1 and 2. Good pitch by Irvin. Irvin looks pretty solid for guys. Numbers are kind of meh. And again, like I think William pointed out, just 6 starts this year, or maybe even less, more than a couple more. The 1-2, that is going to be a line shot, but right to the center fielder Hill. Tough inning for the Mariners. Colton Wong robbed of a base hit. Julio stung that, but it's a quick 1-2-3 inning. We head to the 4th. It is 2-1 Mariners. Agreed. Just threw it. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. I just need a cigar to go with that. Yeah, it does. And when Julio's on, like I usually just kind of tip my cap and say that's Julio, but he is a frustrating player when he's struggling. When he's on, he's great. That was a good 0-2 take. Oh, we were just talking about that. There we go. Just talked about cigars, and there we go. Monte Cristo number 2. You are reading my mind there, William. Doc for making. That is. I feel like that has been the case, like since 2004. The Mariners have always, even if their offense has been good, they seem to do that. They seem to have a knack for that. That's like just a Mariners special. I forgot to change the banner. We are actually going to the top of the 4th. I missed the bottom of the 3rd. It happened so fast. We're all caught up on the comments. 2-1 Mariners going to the 4th. Not much rest there for Brian Wu. He is going to be right back out there. Did the Mariners have a 1-2-3 inning in this? I think Castillo had a couple of them yesterday, but man, it would be nice to get a 1-2-3 inning here. Mariners have not had one today. Washington loaded up the bases in the 2nd, had some traffic in the 3rd. In the 1st inning, Candelario had a 2-out hit and scored on the error. So the Mariners would be nice to get a 1-2-3 inning here. Ooh, I wouldn't say no to that. I've got my humidor's all. I got to get it fixed or get a new one. But I would not say no. Would not say no. When I'm monetized, I'll take cigar donations for sure. I got to have. If the Mariners win like a big game, I'll have. You know what? When the Seahawks win, I'll have a cigar and a drink and my post game. After that, nice. Enjoy that, Moses. You guys are doing it well. A little vodka and cran, a little vodka and soda. A little vodka, nothing wrong with that. I actually like Bloody Marys. And Texas Ranger, I would suggest you pour some. 8-3 Rangers, bottom of the 8th. Here is Kyber Ruiz, who takes it low for ball 1. Oh boy. Yeah, I've almost given up on the division. If it happens, it happens. If Texas drops off, then cool. But kind of focused on the wild card. 1-0 from Wu to Ruiz. 6 strikeouts already for Wu. That pitch is lined into right field. Teoscar going back, and he makes the catch. A loud out number 1. But we'll take it. 6, kind of a weird game from Wu. 6 strikeouts is awesome. He's been hit kind of hard. So kind of tough to judge this one from Wu, but so far so good. And a quick inning would be nice. I'll bring up Dominic Smith, who singled his last time up. 1 ground out, 3 flyouts, 6 strikeouts from Wu. Smith batting 7th in the Nationals order. Wu is ready, and the pitch is in there for a strike. Good pitch. And keep throwing that. Those are just unhittable pitches right there. 95 bottom of the zone. I mean, if Smith swings that and makes contact, he's just rolling over it. He's just pounding that into the ground. That is a great pitch from Bryan Woo. His 0-1 to Dom Smith. And that pitch is lifted in the air down the left field line. Kelenich's got plenty of room. And he's got it for out number 2. So 2 quick outs from Woo, much needed. Okay, Compass. Vodka. Garcia is at 19. Seriously. It really is. Wu and Miller are just the antithesis. They really are. What is that, like Willy Wonka's vodka? I feel a blackout coming on. Oh my gosh. I'll tell you what, if the Mariners get in the playoffs, Seahawks get going, we'll get nuts on these streams. Here's Abrams. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Like, I will gladly, like, I'm not gonna do it on a random Tuesday game, but like if I had done my channel during Blue Jays Mariners game 2, I mean, I was sick. I would have busted out some scotch, a cigar. I was actually sick. You know what, though? When I'm sick, sometimes the cigar brings everything up and I get it out. The 0-1. Do not take that as medical advice. Abrams fouls that off 0-2. But I swear, like, I'll just hack something up and I'm better to go. Yes, nothing wrong with that. A little bit of that going in there, especially to celebrate a win. Always the best. But it's got to be a big win. It's got to be a good win. Not a random Tuesday game. The 0-2 from Wu to Abrams. Grounded off his leg, foul. Not that there's never a bad time for a scotch and cigar, but on the stream, it's got to be after like a big win. Maybe Seahawks wins because there's only 1 game a week. So you got to take all those when you can get them. 12 of 17 first pitch strikes from Wu. He is 0-2. Ground ball, foul. Wu has thrown 66.2% first pitch strikes this year. The MLB average is 61.2. Not too surprised there. Wu's a guy that pounds the strike zone. 65 pitches. This will be number 66. As Abrams steps in, 0-2. And Wu's pitch, Cal sitting up outside in the dirt, 1-2. Wu can finish Abrams off here, have a pretty quick inning. May have a chance to go 6. May have a chance. Thank you to everybody who's in the stream. I truly appreciate it. Thank you guys for joining. The 1-2 from Wu to Abrams. Pitch number 67 for Bryan Wu. And the pitch is popped up. It looks like it's going foul. Kelenic hustling in. He's not going to have room as it gets into the seats. Pesky at bat here for Abrams, turning an easy 1-2-3 into one that Wu's got to work a little bit harder for. Bryan Wook. So he's going to have to work a little bit hard to get this 1-2-3. The 1-2 from Wu to Abrams. And the pitch. And that's fouled off again. Wu looks a little frustrated here. And I think kind of for the same reason just talked about. I think he saw like a 5-6 pitch inning. And again, these Nationals just cannot go down on like 5-6 pitches. They're just battling. Even this one. I think this is the 7th pitch of this at bat, something like that. Cal sets up way inside the 1-2. Misses low, 2-2. Like I said, Abrams has turned a quick inning into a little bit longer of a one. This will be the 70th pitch for Wu. If he could have gotten Abrams right away, he might have had a chance for 6. Now it's just want to get this final out and get the offense back out there. Wu comes set, his 2-2 to Abrams, and he pops that one up. It'll be JP just on the infield dirt and just on the outfield grass for the catch. 1-2-3 inning for Bryan Wu. We had the bottom of the 4th. 2-1 Mariners. See if I can catch up here. I mean, I can't stand any type of whiskey. The medical advice only for me. That sounds amazing, Hannah. Some people, my wife can be the same way with it. I know a lot of people that don't love whiskey. Should get your son on the stream. I've got 2 sons. My youngest is 5. I don't know how well he would do on here. My oldest is actually heading back to Pennsylvania with his grandparents to see where my wife's side of the family kind of comes from there. So he will, but one day I'll have them on. Wu will probably be shut down after. Oh, yeah, for till the All-Star break. I don't know, because he's still got 3 series after this. I don't know if he'll be shut down. It'll be interesting to see. See, I don't like tequila. Tequila I have trouble with, unless it's a margarita. Already well in a career high of inning pitch, yeah, for sure. Ooh, it's 70 pitches, 3 flyouts. Got some whiskey talk and some scotch talk. Yeah, he did. Needed that 1-2-3. Scrappy contact hitters, big times. Let's do it. Cal and France. There you go. Both coming up here. Still about, ooh, that sounds good. I'm Chop Live. No, you're not. There's my daughter chiming in. You are not. Someone just mentioned the Suns, but you can come on. You're the one that watches it, Livy, so you can come on. You are not Chop Liver. I don't think they'd shut down Wu already. I mean, I know there's been some talks, but you really can't do it. Come on. I'm sure it's been trash tequila. I'm sure. I don't doubt that at all. I'm sure I'm not drinking the top of the line stuff. It just gives me bad hangovers. Like, I'll do it. If we're all hanging out and there's like, hey, tequila shots, I would never turn it down. It just doesn't, it's not really my thing. But I love margaritas. I'm sure it is trash tequila, so no doubt there. Sometimes it's whatever just gets me in the mood. Gosh, not end broadcast. Cal hits a home run. Oh, cool. All right. I'll have to find a foundation. Up high to tie 1-0. I'll have to ask my wife. She'll know more of that stuff. But let's do it. Moses putting that in the chat. So let's make that happen. Let me change this to the bottom of the 4th. The pitch to tie. Line drive base hit into left center field. And it's a leadoff single for the Mariners, thanks to Mr. Ty France. But they can't shut him down. I mean, they need the pitching depth. I get limiting. They will limit his innings, but they're not going to shut him down for the season. They can't. Unless they fall out of it, they're just not going to be able to do it. Cock is ready to come up. Help. Yeah, hopefully. The guy they need back, and I know everyone's going to say, like, really, it's Marco. Because that's going to allow you to maybe go 6-man rotation. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And he swings. Fly ball to fairly shallow right field. Thomas is there to make the catch and 1 down. But I will say this. While I don't think they're going to shut Wu down, I am in favor of this team trying to add some pitching depth if they stay in the race. I do think they could use another starter because eventually Miller, Wu. Remember, Kirby was supposed to be on an innings limit. That's why he was the 5th starter to start the season to try and do that. Now that's kind of gone out the wayside with the Ray and Marco injuries and Flexen being bad. So we'll see. Here's Cal Raleigh. The call for the home run for the dumper from a few people and see if he can come through. He takes inside ball 1 that almost hit him. To wonder if Marco isn't. Yeah, it could be. Could definitely be. I love bourbon too. Rangers rival fans get some. Yes, there we go. As the Rangers finishing it off. I'll go with Little Jim. Nothing wrong with that. Who's ever meant. I don't know. I just I hear you. I just Stroman's of it. You could be. I just drew fan. Awesome. Show it to me when you get a chance. Think they're going to keep Wu up until March. Yeah, I think so too. Here's the pitch to Cal. On the ground, that'll be a base hit. Not quite a home run, but it'll put runners at first and Ty going for third, and he will get an easily nice heads-up base running by Ty France. Runners at the corners for the Mariners. Very nice hitting. Now it's time to play add-on here and get another run. I just, like, if they're going to, listen, if this team's going to go to the they have to have Bryan Woo. And I'm not saying, like, 200 innings or anything. They are definitely going to limit his innings, but they can't. They can't afford to not have him go. I wouldn't be shocked if they bring up, like, Tommy Malone and kind of go six-man rotation. Maybe skip a Woo start here and there, and same with Miller, and have Malone fill in. That's why you could add a pitcher, too. Here's Eugenio Suarez. That hit him? I think he fouled it off. I don't know why it went off the catcher. Ooh. The ump just giving him some time. 0-1 to Gino. Looks like it hit Ruiz on the inner thigh there. I thought they were saying maybe it hit Gino. That's a tough one there for the catcher. Runners at the corners. Mariners need to get a run in here. They did better at that yesterday. They got the sac fly. I mean, I'll take a 3-run home run, but the key is getting that run in, getting Woo that extra run of support here. Getting that 2-run lead where a solo home run can't kill you. Here's the 0-1 to Gino. Swing and a miss, and Gino's going to have to battle. He is in an 0-2 hole. On deck is Jarred Kelenic. Cal Raleigh's at first with a 1-out single. Ty France led off the inning with a single. Teoscar Hernandez flew out to right field in between the two of them. Gino's got a battle. He's down 0-2 here. And good take by Gino, 1-2. Gino's hit .348, 4 homers, 41 RBIs with runners in scoring position this year. So Gino has done a nice job in these situations, actually, really has, of getting the run in. He's had some sac flies to the pitch, way outside, 2-2. Easy take there from Gino. Thank you to everybody that's joining in here. If you're not subbed yet, hit the sub button and make sure you like the stream as well so it gets out to more people. Spread the word. 2-2 from Irvin to Eugenio. And the pitch. Ground ball foul, 95. Gino stays alive. We'll do the 2-2 again. Irvin is at 58 pitches. We got some comments. I'll get to those as soon as the inning's over, as soon as the Gino at bat is over. Hopefully it's a lot of comments because Gino went deep, or at least got a run in here, or the opposite. The 2-2 from Irvin to Gino. That ball's hit pretty deep to left field. It's playable for Dickerson. That should get the run in. Ty will tag and score. Nice at bat from Gino. It gets the run in, and it's 3-1 Mariners. Nice job by Eugenio Suarez. To see, I really can't see Woo around for the play. I agree with you there. I don't think he'll be around by that point. It's something out of the yard. Gino, we'll take it. Got the sac fly. That will do. Scott, I've never had the Blue Label. You know, I'm actually not a huge Scotch guy either. I'm actually a beer guy. But, you know, every now and then it's just nice. It's nice for special occasions. 3-1 Mariners. Runner at first, 2 outs for Jarred Kelenic, who I believe was somebody's pick to homer. I forgot who did it, who called it. Kelenic will take strike 1. 0-1 here to Jarred. 3-1 Mariners. As my emails are floating in. What is all this? All right. Well, 0-1 to Jarred. Fouls that one off down the left field line. Quickly 0-2. Yes, you have to be up at 3 a.m. Have a safe trip. Oh, my gosh, that's right. You have an early morning. Have a great time. So, yeah, it was. Yep, that was heads-up base running by Ty. Little things like that. This team is done. Liv, I will see you and talk to you tomorrow. Kelenic swings and misses through a high fastball at 95. That'll end the inning. The Mariners do get a run on the Gino sac fly. We'll head to the top of the 5th. It's 3-1 Mariners. Yeah, that well said there, Wild Boar. Whiskey is a good choice. Yeah, I actually like Irish whiskey, big time. Live later. Great call, Sleep. Yeah, it was. Really was a great. Livy, the people are saying bye to you. They're going to miss you. Longoria homers. 6-4 Diamondbacks over Tampa Bay. Good game out there. Auto incorrect. Some blunders in the past year this year. Yeah, like he has. And they definitely seem to fix that a little bit for sure. So they've been better as of late with some of that stuff. We saw it a little bit in the top of the first with the pickoff attempt, but that was just a bad throw. I'm kind of over it now. If you guys missed, I went on a pretty big rant. Liv, the people are saying goodbye. They like you. They appreciate you being in here. Thank you, guys. 3-1 Mariners. We head to the top of the 5th. Had some good talks. Yesterday we had the tattoo conversation. Today we've got the good alcohol talk going on. The good stuff, the hard stuff. Some cigar talk, always fun. I always wanted to do a cigar tutorial video, but man, I haven't had one in forever. Like I said, my humidor has been busted, so it's been tough to do it. Get to the comments here. Yeah, Hannah always brings. I actually really like that. And again, thank you, Hannah, for bringing the other games, because it's one thing I always like to do is try to keep up with other scores, especially the Mariners trying to compete in the playoffs, and just sometimes it's always fun to see what's going on in the league. So I really appreciate it, Hannah, announcing the other scores and the details too. It's not just like 4-2 Rays. It's telling us how it happened. Oh, it's Root Sports Twitter night, so a chance to win some prizes on Twitter from Root Sports. I forgot it's Tuesday. Bryan Woo back up in the mound at 70 pitches here in the top of the 5th. If he can have a quick inning, could go 6, but hopefully get him through 5. The 9-hole hitting center fielder Derek Hill leads it off. He walked in his first at-bat, and he swings and fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. Another quick 1-2-3 would be nice for Mr. Woo here. Get the Mariners' bats back out there and hopefully set himself up to maybe go 6 tonight. But we'll see. Got to get through the 5th first. The 0-1 from Woo to Hill. And that one's hit up in the air. Foul territory. Cal and Ty giving it a look. It's going to get out of play. Like George Kirby giving it a look in the dugout. And it's quickly 0-2. Hill 174. No homers, no RBIs on the season. 72 pitches for Bryan Woo. Hopefully get him at least through 5 innings. Would be in line for his second win if he can do that. Hill steps back in. And Woo is ready with the 0-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. I believe that's the 7th strikeout for Bryan Woo. Good pitch. I tell you, Woo right now, probably the most consistent pitcher on this staff at the moment. Yes, it really is. I got to find a way to get like the Hannah ticker on the bottom line there. They make humidor bags now, $20. Oh yeah, I have some of those. Yeah, for sure. For sure. And honestly, I just haven't gone out and bought some recently. I'm just making excuses for that. A Seth Brown home run, and the New York Yankees trailed the A's 2-0. Good news for the Mariners there. Don't smoke, but my home has a humidor. I don't know what to do with it. It's like a humidor for the cigars, like an actual humidor thing to help with the air quality. 1-0 to Thomas is in there for a strike. 1-1. Logan Thomas, dangerous hitter. Woo did get him to strike out with the bases loaded earlier in this game. 75 pitches for Bryan Woo. And his 1-1 to Logan Thomas. Not Logan Thomas, Lane Thomas. Logan Thomas was like that quarterback from Virginia Tech that played for the Cardinals in 2013. There's a name you didn't think you'd hear tonight. He's a tight end now. He was a tight end then for the Commanders, the Redskins, the Washington football team, whatever they were at the time. The 1-2 from Woo to Thomas. On the ground, just under the glove of Ty France for a 1-out single. Nice effort by Ty. But Thomas finds a hole. It was too much to ask for 2 1-2-3 innings. Some humbleness in the chat from you guys. Oh, got to stretch a little bit. Good effort by Ty. That just got under his glove. That might have been a tough play. Thomas, I'm assuming, runs pretty well. I'm actually not positive on that, but I'm assuming he does. Here is Luis Garcia with 1 out and 1 on. Woo is ready. He throws a pickoff attempt. Looks like it did not get away. Now, here I don't mind the pickoff attempt as much. There's 1 out. Thomas probably runs pretty well. So this isn't a bad time to throw over. The one bothered me in the first because there was 2 outs and 2 strikes on the hitter. It's like, just pitch to the hitter. Here is Woo's first pitch to Garcia. Up high, 1-0. Curious if the Mariners have any action in the bullpen. I imagine what Garcia does here will probably determine if they get somebody up here in the 5th or not. I would imagine Brash or Topa. Or you could go Spire or Spire, depending on who's coming up here. You got Dickerson, due up on a few batters. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike one. Good pitch from Wu, 94. I'm curious to see what the Mariners do here. I know they like to bring in Brash in innings when there's runners on. I'm getting ahead here, but just thinking ahead. This will be pitch number 80 for Bryan Woo. And his 1-1 pitch to Luis Garcia is on the way. And it's fouled off, 1-2. Good pitch at 94 on the outside corner. Garcia up and on deck is the third baseman, Jeimer Candelario. Lane Thomas is at first with a 1-out single that just got under the glove of Ty France. So 1 out, 1 on at the moment. 3-1 Mariners here, top of the 5th. Wu comes set in his 1-2 pitch and fouled off again. Garcia fishing a little bit there. That pitch was way up high. Good pitch by Wu. Garcia gets a piece of it. Again, these Nationals tough to strike out. Wu doing a good job, 7 of them. Nationals bullpen, one of the worst, I think the lowest WAR in baseball amongst bullpens. So hopefully the Mariners can get into that bullpen and do some damage here soon. The 1-2 from Wu. Garcia hits that deep to right field. Teoscar going back. He's got it just in front of the warning track for out number 2. That looked decent off the bat. I don't know what you guys thought, but a little scary off the bat there. Still a little emergency. Let's see, and Chang from the space station. Oh my gosh, 27? Does he really? That's insane. I'm still thinking, like, my head still has us in April for baseball. So I'm like, a guy that has 8 home runs. I'm like, oh, he's got a lot of home runs. 27. See all the games up there. I'm not in the. You guys crack me up. I mean, like, yeah, it was. That looked better off the bat from Garcia, and he kind of posed it a little bit too. I think that made me think it was going to be out. Strike one on a breaking ball in the outside corner to Candelario. 2 outs, 1 on here. God, Ohtani is 20. I'm sorry, it just blows me away that Ohtani has 27 home runs. I think Pete Alonso's up there too. But like, my brain is still processing that we're almost in July here. The 0-1 fouled away, 0-2 to Candelario. The Marine layer it was. Yeah, it definitely it did off the bat. It looked good. And again, I have the game on mute because I don't want to get copyrighted. So I kind of go off hitters' reactions, and Garcia kind of posed that one a little bit. So I thought he got it. And then Teo didn't move. So I was like, well, is he not moving because it's out, or is he not moving because he's under it? The 0-2 from Wu to Candelario. In the dirt. Nice block by Cal. That'll keep the runner at first. 1-2. See, like, this is a spot where I wouldn't do a throw over. You know, with 1 out and 1 on, I'm fine with it. But with 2 outs, you've got 2 strikes. Go after the hitter. Gabe Spire is warming the pen. He would likely getting ready for Corey Dickerson. He is out there with Stephen Vogt, Mariners bullpen catcher or bullpen coach. Vogt was a lot of fun. Homer in his last major league at bat. Cool story for the A's last year. The 1-2 from Wu to Candelario. In the dirt, 2-2. I'd venture to say this is probably going to be it for Bryan Woo. Maybe you have him face Meneses to start the 6th and then go to Spire from Dickerson, and then I think Ruiz is a switch hitter and Smith. So that would be my guess, is that if Wu can get Candelario, he may face Meneses to start the 6th. We'll see. The 2-2 from Wu to Candelario. That ball's hit pretty deep to left field. Kelenic going back. He's got a beat on it. Great catch. Oh, no, he doesn't hold in. Oh, and that's going to score a run here. Thomas will score easily. Oh, I thought Kelenic caught that. Did that pop out of his glove? It's a 2-out double for Jeimer Candelario, and it's a 3-2 game. That's a shame. Card slab. Let's go. Oh, yeah, Ohtani is a lot of fun to watch. Did that pop out of Kelenic's glove? Oh, it did. He just had it on like the outer webbing and could not close his mitt in time to get that in. That is a shame. Good effort. Great effort from Jarred Kelenic there. 3-2. Runner at second with 2 outs. A 2-out double there for Candelario. Wu frustrated, probably frustrated with himself more, giving up a 2-strike pitch hit that hard. I imagine Wu will face Meneses here. Good effort by Kelenic. I thought he had, well, he did have it, and then it just popped out. 3-2 Mariners. Good effort by Kelenic. He's frustrated with himself. Wu probably frustrated. Like I said, Wu's probably frustrated with himself for that more than he is anything else. 2-strike pitch. You don't want to get hit that hard. Here's Meneses. And the pitch from Wu. That ball's hit pretty deep to left field. Kelenic going back. He's on the warning track. He's got it. Bryan Woo definitely probably hit the line. He's getting hit pretty hard there, but he does get out of it. As Kelenic makes the catch, that will retire the side. We at the bottom of the fifth. It's the Mariners 3, the Nationals 2. Yeah, great effort. Can't be mad. I think Woo's at the end of the line here. Garcia hit him pretty hard. Candelario put one in the gap there, and then Meneses just down in front of that. I thought for a second there Meneses got that one. Good catch by Jarred Kelenic there. Mariners still have the lead here, 3-2. And again, you've got a struggling bullpen, so the hope is that you can get into it and then add on. And this is why that sac fly from Gino was important. Yeah, I think he's done. Always happens. Yeah, especially now that you got the lefties due up. You've got Dickerson, Ruiz, who I believe is a switch hitter, and then Smith. So it'll be Gabe Spire to pitch the 6th inning. It'll definitely be Spire. That'll do it for Bryan Woo tonight, which I think is fine. I think he's at the end of his line there. Good things. Yes, absolutely. That's why those the Mariners just got to be better with those spots with getting those runs in, and they did it there. To add on, just add on when you have the chance to do it. Yeah, they do. Their whole lineup is actually a lot of lefties, to be perfectly honest. So we're going to see some Gabe Spire tonight for sure. And he'll be coming on likely in the 6th. And yeah, Woo was solid tonight. No complaints for Bryan Woo. I'll never really get on rookies too much. They're first time around, but another nice outing from Bryan Woo. He should have. Let's see what his ERA is at for the season. They're showing Candelario. What happened here? Cal and Candelario chatting up. I don't know what this is about here. A little beef here between Cal and Jeimer Candelario. I don't know what the deal is here. I don't know what happened. Do you guys know what happened there? Cal and Jeimer Candelario getting into it. Woo lowers his ERA to 4.37. I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know what that's about. Anybody know what this beef is? Yeah, I don't know what is this. They're getting into it a little bit. I'm obviously going to have Cal's back, but I don't know what Cal's talking about. Candelario seemed like he was chill about something. I don't know what that was about. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments. Candelario is still kind of going, he doesn't know. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what the beef was. I didn't see anything from Candelario. Here's Mike Ford. The pitch from Irvin is outside ball 1. Let's see if we got some people. Yeah, no clue. Broadcast unsure also. Yeah, everyone's kind of at a loss. So I'm not sure what that was about. We'll find out post game. We'll find out. The 1-0 to Ford, and he hits that high towering pop up. It'll be the second baseman Garcia taking it, and there's one out. Let's see if anybody has something. I'm sure. Yeah, it had to be something from the at bat. I will absolutely do that, Tone. Love you. Have a great night. I will say hello to them for you. Absolutely. Thank you for joining. Oh, yeah, Cal's big for sure. Cal, no doubt. Yeah, and Cal's not a guy that I expect to get in someone's face. I don't know what that was in reference to. Mariners have never lost to a pitcher with the last name Irvin. That's a kiss of death stat right there. Strike 1 to Colton Wong. Rooftop would probably put that as a -1. That was close. But it is strike 1 to Colton Wong. 1 out, nobody on. Wong fouls it off quickly, 0-2. Yeah, it had to be, like you guys said, something from Candelario's at bat had to have happened there. So, and you saw Cal saying twice, so it's something that was obviously happened before. So the 0-2 up high, 1-2. Everyone's saying goodbye to Gunny being in here. Chuck and Jeimer back. Yeah, I'm not really sure. And then Candelario seemed to kind of pat him like, "Hey, we're all good." Really don't know what it was. 1-2 to Colton Wong, up high, 2-2. So I don't know. Cal didn't look to be too happy though when Candelario was kind of brushing him there. So I don't know what that was all about there. Who knows? 2-2 to Colton Wong. Get foul. We'll do the 2-2 again. That is the truth. Yes. We need a John Boy breakdown. He's pointing to it thinking he got it, but that's not. Who cares if Candelario thought he got all of that one? What's the beef there? He's thinking that maybe they had a home run. I don't think that's anything that's happened. Cal is chill, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Colton Wong's going to hit a fly ball to center field. Hill to center field is gone. There's going to be quick 2 outs here. Alcohol not allowed at the space station. I like it. Was he mad because, I mean, I'll be honest, if that's what Cal was mad about, like, that's kind of weak. Like, I think Candelario just thought his guy got a home run and was happy about it. I mean, listen, I try to be like, I'm biased. I'm a Mariners fan and love to see Cal knock someone out. But, like, if that's what it was, that doesn't seem like a big deal. JP takes strike 1. Irvin working into the 5th here. He is his pitch count shouldn't be in too bad a shape. Just 71, so he could easily go 6 here. His 0-1 to JP. Fouled off, 0-2. I can't imagine it was that. That doesn't seem like something that's that big of a deal. Unless, is that an unwritten rule? Is it an unwritten rule? I mean, you guys might know, but I there's so many stupid unwritten rules. Is that like showing someone up? I mean, I'm not trying to like not defend the Mariners in this spot, but it seemed pretty weak. The 0-2 to JP, grounder right back to Irvin. It's an easy 1-2-3. He will take it himself. Mariners get nothing going there from the bottom of the order. We'll head to the top of the 6th. It's 3-2 Mariners. Again, they're showing this. He's got his hand out. Maybe it's something Candelario kind of had his hand out. Maybe that was something. Oh, I wonder if Candelario was calling. You know what I think it was, guys? Okay, here's my thought on it. Say John Boy covered the call. Oh, yeah. But it was still good. John Boy always gives good breakdowns. So here's what I think happened. Because if you saw before, Candelario was, can I get my hand in here, holding his hand out like this. I wonder if he was saying the pitch was going to be outside. I wonder if Candelario was letting the hitter know, like, he's setting up outside. I think that's what it was. I'm almost positive. Yep. He was relaying the sign, or at least relaying, like, hey, he's set up outside, which is just kind of, you don't do that. So he's doing that, telling him, hey, it's going to be outside. And then, yep, that's exactly what it was. It's exactly what it was. I'll have to check out Pitching Ninja. I haven't seen him yet. I'll have to check him out. Thank you, Astro. Yep, that's exactly what it was. He's going like this, saying it's going to be outside. I don't think he's necessarily stealing the pitch type, but he's letting him know where the pitch is going to be, and then he's doing this like, we got it. I don't blame Cal, actually. Okay, I'm on Team Cal Raleigh now with that. I would call that out too. That's Bush League stuff. So good for Cal for calling that crap out. Sorry, pardon my language. But that's garbage stuff. So good for Cal. Good for Cal for backing his pitcher too. That's always nice to see. That's what a good catcher does. You back your guys up there. Now, at first I thought he was just mad from Candelario going, oh, I think we got it, which that would be stupid. He's allowed to do that. Let me see if Twitter is anything, but I'm almost positive it was a sign stealing thing. So we'll see if the Mariners get a couple runs of Candelario. Yep, he was tipping. Yep, Ryan Davis just said Candelario was tipping locations and was not subtle about it at all. But yeah, Visley stealing signs. Wait, yep, Cal mad about that, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. Even that, yeah, Cal, exactly. It's not like Cal went up to him and socked him in the face. He was just kind of calling him out there about it. Former Mariner Ketel Marte goes deep, only in the bottom of the 4th in the desert. 7-4 D-backs over the Braves, the Rays. Yeah, and good for Cal, because here's the thing: if you don't call that stuff out, it's not going to stop. If you don't get a hold of it, so good for Cal for calling it out there. We head to the top of the 6th. It's Italian Heritage Night in Seattle, and Gabe Spire is on the hill. It looks like we have a pinch hitter here for the Nationals. It was supposed to be Corey Dickerson. That is definitely not Corey Dickerson. This is just not Corey Dickerson batting. The 1-0 pitch from Spire to, can't read the name. Looks like Garrett. Can I get a name? Swing and a miss. 1-1 from Spire, who's been outstanding this year. 2.63 ERA, 26 strikeouts, 3 walks in 27 1/3, 34 appearances for Gabe Spire. The 1-1 pitch to the pinch hitter. Again, Stone Garrett. Low ball 2-1. So I was right, it is Garrett. Stone Garrett. That's a great baseball name. 2-1. Garrett pinch hitting for Corey Dickerson. So let me make a note about that. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. comments here. Stone, thank you, Christian. Appreciate that. And like, well, yeah, no, I agree with that. I'm with you on that, Wild Boar. Use the advantage advantage sevenths. Yeah, I mean, like it's not the 2-2 pitch outside 3-2. I don't think it's so much like that he was doing it. I think it's the fact that he's like waving. I can't get my arm in this stream. He's like waving his arm around, pretty much going, it's here, and then doing this. And I think Cal just took a little exception to that. The 3-2 to Garrett. That's hit down the line, foul. We'll do the 3-2 again. So I think that's what it is. I'm sure all pitchers have a little like, or hitters on second will do a little like, outside there, something like that. But Candelario's over there going like, it's over there, it's over there. So I think Cal, and you want to try and stop it. So good by Cal. The 3-2 again to Stone Garrett from Gabe Spire. Foul off again. Another pesky at bat from these Nationals hitters. It'll be Garrett, Kyber Ruiz, and Dom Smith, the scheduled hitters here in the top of the sixth. 3-2 Mariners. Gabe Spire's in for Brian Wu, who is in line to get his second win. The 3-2. Inside ball 4. Good at bat by Garrett and a leadoff walk. Dodgers 5-0 on the Rockies. Reds on top of the Orioles. That's good to see. Cal may have even joked about that. Wild Boar, great point. We don't know what was said. Maybe Cal said something jokingly. Then Candelario was kind of like, oh, this. And then Cal was like, hey, don't joke about it. So who knows? Who knows? It looks like it got squashed. So that's that. Leadoff walk here is Kyber Ruiz. And this should be a double play right to JP, on to Colton Wong. Over to Ty France for an easy double play. And there's 2 away. Great job by Spire to get that. And for Crawford to turn it. Christian, man, have a good night. No problem, man. I don't know if you're in Chicago or not, but no worries, man. You have a great night. And as always, thanks for stopping in. Big double play there. Big double play. But yeah, we already talked about that. But yeah, I think that's a great point, Wild Boars. We don't know what was the issue. Cal might have, like you said, kind of been joking, like, hey, what was that? And Candelario was like, get away or something. And then going, oh, I'm just, who knows? Who knows? I shouldn't speculate. Strike 1 to Dom Smith. I always try not to speculate on things I don't know, but it's sometimes fun. You got to, right? What's the purpose if we don't have a little fun? Spire's 0-1 to Smith. Is in there, strike 2. Good pitch. 95. Smith can drop his head, but those are there. I mean, they're borderline, but looks like Gabe Spire with a couple words for Dom Smith here, maybe. Oh, yeah. Spire not happy with Smith arguing, and he comes set the 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Spire, oh boy, here we go. Spire staring down Dominic Smith. We've got some tempers flaring here in Seattle tonight. Spire was not happy with that. So we got a little action in this game tonight. Now, and the issue was there. What it looked like is Smith didn't like the pitch being called a strike. It was borderline, but it was a really good pitch. I think sometimes pitchers go like, hey, I made a great pitch. Don't drop your head on that. And Spire, the Mariners, they're playing good, and you know what? Regardless, I don't know who's in the right, who's in the wrong and all this, but good to see the team playing with a little fire and a little fight. And Spire came in on Smith too on that 0-2 pitch. That had a little purpose to it. And he was right. Yes, I agree, Hannah, more of this. And it's what makes baseball fun. So I'm not saying he was trying to hit him or anything, but he came in with some intentions on that pitch. And you know what? I'm going to sound like an old school guy. I'm not saying you headhunt and stuff, but, a little brushback and a little attitude is okay. It's okay to have that for a baseball team. It's okay to get a little angry. We will head to the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-2 Mariners. We'll see if any Mariners take a pitch off the back here. But Gabe Spire, testy, to say the least there. What's the headhunting? You know what? I appreciate that you are willing to say it. Show a little backbone. It's my favorite comment of the night. Wants people to go after heads. I can't say it on my channel, but I agree. We do need this aggressiveness. Oh my gosh. Here it goes. Yeah. Spire, Divish thing. Spire letting him know that that pitch was not inside. It was a good pitch, and it was. It was a little borderline. Like, if it had been called a ball, I wouldn't have argued too much. Julio takes strike one. Now, that's a ball, as Julio takes high for strike one. Irvin's still out there. It'd be nice to try and get him out here in the sixth and add on a little bit of runs for the Mariners. The 0-1 is high 1-1. But the Mariners with a little fight. Nothing wrong with that. Let's pay the right. Drop tradition, start head hunting. I'll tell you, a tennis ball off the head would hurt. What about golf? Some golf head hunting for the fans that are annoying. Julio fouls that off 1 and 2. If I was a professional golfer, and I like golfing, but I'm not great at it, I'd probably kill somebody by accident because they'd be standing like right there, and I would just slice the drive off, and it would just go right off somebody standing there. Like, there'd be no doubt in my mind somebody would die if I was on the PGA Tour trying to golf. The 1-2 from Irvin to Julio. Up high, 2-2. I do too. I love the emotion. Yeah, let's add on. Let's get another run here. Let's see if Julio, one of my picks to homer, can do something here. The 3-2, the 2-2 to Julio outside. It will be 3-2. But I'm with you guys. I like a little the fire. I like Spire showing it too. Like saying, you know what? No, I make good pitches, man. Don't shake your head. So a little testiness here. Good. It's good for baseball. 3-2. Strike. Wow. Ball 4 on a clear as day strike. That's like a plus 11 right there, as Rooftop would say. But exactly, that would be, I would take someone out for sure. Some sort. Exactly. Yeah, that pitch that's about as bad a call as it gets. Now, he did miss his spot. That doesn't help. But Julio got a big time call there. That was awful. I will say it when my team gets calls. That was bad. I think even Julio was like walking back here. So here's Spire and Smith. Called a strike. Smith didn't like it, which is, his right to not like it. But instead of like getting ready and getting in the box, he's complaining about it. Oh, and he's looking at Spire talking about it too. So Smith is looking, that's the problem there. Smith is looking at Spire going, oh, that's not a strike. That's not a strike. Go, yes, let's do it. Let's finish this one off here. Need 9 more outs. Let's hope Mariners can add on some runs. Now, while I'm obviously a Mariner fan and I will be biased, I will say that pitch to Julio was a clear strike, but we'll take the walk. Let's see if the Mariners can add on here. That'll bring up Ty France, who was flicking the switches pick, one of his to homer. So let's see if Ty can add on. This might be a good time to send Julio. The pitch. Inside 1-0. Little drama here in Seattle tonight. Candelario and Cal getting into it. Dom Smith and Gabe Spire. I don't know if we'll see anything tonight, but be ready tomorrow for some hit batters possibly. Here's the 1-0 from Irvin to Ty. Hit on the ground foul. So the Nationals bullpen is stirring as Irvin is at 81 pitches here. So his pitch count's in decent shape. 1-1 to Ty France is 2 for 2, 2 singles, 2 runs scored. Throw to first base. Julio is back in time. Oh yeah, no, yeah. These Nats, man, they're pesky. I like it. Now, so let's see. I'm assuming Ty grounds into a double play. Grounder. Oh, did Julio go? Was Julio safe at second? He was not. That is a double play hit into by Ty France, one of the double play kings, but he is 2 for 2 today, so it happens. So that will erase that generous walk that the Mariners received. That'll bring up Teoscar Hernandez. This would be a good time for Teo's second home run of the game. That was well turned there by the Nationals. I thought Julio might beat it out at second. That would have been huge if he could have, but nothing going there. Here's the pitch to Teo. That misses low, ball 1. I will say that pitch to Julio, while it was a strike, it did come out of zone at the end there. So, like, it was definitely a strike, but I could kind of see where maybe the ump would miss it. It's a terrible call. 2-0 to Teoscar. Matt Brash is getting loose. But, yeah, and what was I going to say there? And he missed a spot. And sometimes it's tough for umps when they miss their spots. When the pitcher missed a spot. 2-0 and there for a strike. Not excusing it. It was a terrible call. But, yeah. If you guys are just joining us, tempers flaring a little bit in this game. Couple almost dust-ups. The 2-1. Outside 3-1. 3-2 Mariners, bottom of the sixth. Mariners getting their runs on a 2-run home run by Teoscar Hernandez, a sac fly from Gino. The Nationals scoring on a pickoff error from Brian Wu and a double from Jeimer Candelario. The 3-1 from Irvin to Teo. Outside, ball 4. So Teoscar works a walk, second walk of the inning for the Mariners, and that will bring up Cal Raleigh, who I think was Sleepy's other pick to click for home runs today. Someone had Cal. Can I change my home run? Yeah, go for it. I mean, we're not keeping too much track here. Don't stay from the podcast with William Cook. yes. When we're on the golf course, be far away. Yeah, I would like Cal the homer here. Swing and a miss. That would be a good one here. Yeah, he did. He swung for that one. He did. He was swinging for the downs. And not a bad time to do it with 2 outs and, 1 on. Cal's not a guy that's looking for just start a rally. He's a rally ender in terms of hitting the big fly. 0-1 from Irvin to the dumper. The pitch inside 1-1. Cal singled his last at bat. An advanced tie to third and allowed Gino to hit a sac fly to give the Mariners a 3-2 lead. A dumper home run would be very, very nice right about now. The 1-1 from Jake Irvin to Cal Raleigh, his 90th pitch of the day, is just foul. Cal almost snuck that in. I don't think it would have scored Teo, but it definitely would have put some runners on the corners for sure. And it'll be 1-2 to Teoscar Hernandez from the dumper. What, 1-2 Teo? What did I just say? 1-2 from Irvin to Cal Raleigh. I just said 1-2 from Teo to the dumper. That's why I'm just talking and not paying attention to what I'm saying. Teoscar's on at first with a 2-out walk. This will be the 91st pitch of the night from Jake Irvin. The 1-2 to Raleigh. Oh, that was a pitch to hit. He fouls that off. 82 right in the heart of the zone. That was a pitch to drive for Cal. I just realized when I said 1-2 to Raleigh, I don't think I've ever just called Cal Raleigh, 1-2 to Crawford or 1-2. With the Mariners, it's always nicknames. I don't think I've ever just said Raleigh. The 1-2 to Cal. Up high, 2-2. Definitely this will be the last inning for Irvin. Mariners hits, only 4 today. They had 12 in game 1. But the hits have counted today. A Teo 2-run home run and the Gino sac fly produced a run for the Mariners. The 2-2 to Cal. Irvin comes set and the pitch. Line drive, fair ball off the glove of the first baseman Smith. Teo will hustle into third, and he will be held there. Cal just gets back to first. They almost got him on kind of a reverse, what would you call that? Kind of on the back end there. We'll take it. No jersey today for me. My jerseys are all hanging up. It's too hot here. I need something. I just needed a t-shirt today to do it. So that will bring up Eugenio Suarez with runners at the corners just off the glove of Dom Smith. Runners at the corners for Gino. Irvin might be coming out here. Yeah, that will be it for Jake Irvin. So he cannot get the win tonight. He pitched pretty well, though. 5 2/3, 3 runs. Pretty solid outing for the young pitcher, for the young National starter. And the Nationals are going to their bullpen, which has struggled this season big time. And a big spot here for Eugenio Suarez to potentially open up this game for the Mariners. Oh, that's got to be a clean jersey. That's got to be a clean. Hopefully Luis gets to the All-Star game. Will definitely hit my elbow. Definitely has a chance to. I think your most likely Mariners All-Stars. I think Teo has an outside shot. I can't believe I'm saying that. Maybe Julio just for the fan service of it, but I don't think so. And then Kirby, Castillo, and Sewald are the best bets. My guess would actually be Paul gets in. Get ourselves a Paul Sewald All-Star jersey. It'd be a shame if, and nothing against Paul. I love Paul Sewald, but kind of a shame the year the All-Star game's in Seattle. Their only All-Star is a reliever. But they just don't have a lot of guys that are really All-Star worthy. I mean, Castillo and Kirby, I think, are. It's just their win-loss record. I don't care about win-loss record, but unfortunately, some of the people that decide the All-Star game do. So, it could come back. Could come back to bite him. Let's take a look here. Ty France or jersey options. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. From was Castillo an all-star last year? Oh, yeah, 2022. I'm thinking 2023. I miss, I'm not going to lie, I miss two things I miss in sports. The NBA and MLB All-Star games, players wearing their own jersey. I don't like the All-Star game jerseys. I miss the guys wearing their own jersey. I think it's just cool to see, that representing their team in that jersey. Since you live in Arizona, I'm not against the D-backs. Yeah, Julio will be in the Derby. No, it doesn't necessarily mean he's an all-star. You can be in the Derby and not be in the game. Like, I have nothing against the D-backs. I mean, if they were in there, and I'll root for the D-backs against the Mariners' rivals and stuff. But if the Mariners were way out of it, I'd probably care a little bit more about them. But I'm so. I'm not against them, but I wouldn't say I root for them either. I miss the Sonics too. I got to rep my Sonics jersey. Yeah, I think it was out 2019 NFL. At least they wear their. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, they were okay as here's Eugenio Suarez against new pitcher Thompson. Strike right down the middle of 96. I don't mind the jerseys. I think they can look cool. I just in the game prefer the actual jerseys because I think it's cool for the guys to represent their teams. Mason Thompson, 3.52 ERA, 34 strikeouts, 14 walks. He's been pretty good. His 0-1 to Gino is inside 1-1. Nationals, 29th in baseball in blown saves, 29th in bullpen ERA, 28th in home runs allowed, and 29th in opponents' average. So this bullpen has definitely struggled. See if the Mariners can add on here. The 1-1 to Gino. It's that one down the line. That's going to get on a play. Foul. 1-2. Gino had a sac fly his last at bat, which gave the Mariners their third run. 2 outs here. Runners at the corners after a Cal Raleigh single. Teo walked. Julio actually led off the inning with a walk. Ty France grounded into a double play. Teo walked. Cal singled. And they're on the corners for Gino, who has hit very well with runners in scoring position this year. The 1-2. Probably a pitch to hit there. A little slider hung out over the plate. Gino fouls it off. We will do the 1-2 again. If you're just joining the stream, hit the like button. If you're not subbed yet, hit the subscribe button, although I think everybody in here is subscribed. The 1-2 from Thompson to Gino. Runners at the corners looking for a base hit here are the Mariners to extend that lead. The pitch. Ground ball should be Abrams charging in. He's got it. Flings it over to first in time. Good play by Abrams. Unfortunately, Gino running there. If that had been maybe Gino looks a little sore there. He was grimacing a little bit. Hopefully that's nothing. We head to the top of the 7th. It is 3-2. That will be cool to see them in the futures game. Yeah, I like the jersey. I just don't like him in the game. Alek Manoah jersey as well. Oh, man. And then Manoah got lit up in his first start in A-ball as well, which I don't think I'd be too worried about that. I'm sure they're just working on some stuff with him. But, man, Manoah has really dropped off after a great year last year. It happens. It's, all these sports, they can get you. You can have sometimes just random people that you don't expect will drop off. Yeah, Ford and Clase in the All-Star game, in the Futures game will be cool. And then Harold Reynolds and Raul Ibanez are managing those teams. Yeah, he got lit up 12 runs or something in 2 1/3. I mean, they're probably just working on stuff, so it's probably nothing to worry about too much if you're a Blue Jays fan. I imagine they're just working on certain pitches with him, but still a little concerning. Very concerning, obviously, if you're a Jays fan. Yeah, talk about just dropping off. But yeah, it's just, the sport will get you. Sometimes guys just, they'll be amazing, and then just out of nowhere, they tail off. Exactly. And you never know. Sometimes guys, can't stay healthy. Sometimes it's just they lose it. They get the yips. Got to live for today. You never know what's going to happen. That's why I always classify and talk about guys you never know. There's no sure things. Even Julio you never know. You don't. Tomorrow's a 1:10 first pitch. I actually might be home in time for that game. Probably not in time for the start of it. I won't be able to do a live stream. Not that I think a Wednesday afternoon would get a ton anyways. We are heading to the top of the 7th inning. It'll be Abrams, Hill, and Thomas due up. See if Spire will stay on here for Abrams. So Gabe Spire out there for a second inning of work and his pitch. Abrams hits that on the ground foul. Quick strike one. I imagine that Brash will probably come. Well, you've got Hill, then you've got a lot of lefties. Like, I forgot who said, I think William Cook, again, bringing the facts, brought it in the chat, that just a lot of lefties in this lineup. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Spire just pounding that inside part of the zone there. Or not even in the zone. That's outside the zone, but pounding the inside of the plate. Spire working up a little bit of a sweat there, perspiring quite a bit. Abrams 233, 7 homers, 33 RBIs. Again, the prize of the Juan Soto trade. The 0-2. That hits them. Abrams didn't make much of an effort to get out of the way, but that pitch was well inside. That's frustrating. An 0-2 pitch hitting somebody is not good. Oh, nice. Glad you got that. Hope you're doing well with that. Who hit the other run? Teo 2-run home run. Gino sac fly. We've got the patches on the hats now. I like the patches on the hats. Oh man, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Sorry. Hope that's a. How do they lose that? That's annoying. Cincinnati defeats Baltimore. That's good news. That is frustrating there by Gabe Spire. Has a pretty weak hitter, 0-2, and then hits them. Abrams did certainly not make an effort to get out of the way. I will say that. But the pitch was so inside that like you can't yell at him. It's not like the pitch was going to be a strike or anything like that. But Abrams kind of, you saw that he kind of leaned that elbow into it. He certainly did not try to get out of the way. I will say that. The patches. Oh, did they have different patches on the hats now? Yeah, probably because we're just getting closer to the game. I do not blame you in the slightest for doing that, William, at all. But yeah, probably because of the All-Star game coming up. I thought they've had those patches all year, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong on that. We got a pitching change. Spire hits Abrams with a 0-2 count on him, which I don't need to tell you guys. You guys know the things I get frustrated at, and that is absolutely one of them, especially on an 0-2 pitch. Yeah, no, for sure. There was no effort to move there. But again, that pitch was so inside that you can't really – it's one of those ones you can't call out. That pitch went over the zone, like more in the strike zone, then you have legitimate beef. But with it being so far, inside – it is what it is. Perdomo, sac fly, 8-4 Arizona over the Rays in the bottom of the sixth. Welcome back, Moses. You missed a lot. There was some dust ups. I don't know. I forgot when you took off, but the Mariners got into it a little bit. Cal was accusing, or wasn't accusing, Candelaria was kind of sign stealing a little bit. Yeah, exactly. And then they got into it. Gabe Spire and Dominic Smith got into it on a strikeout. It's been nice. I'm a big Panda guy. I love Panda. And then, so there's been some stuff going on right now. Spire hit C.J. Abrams with an 0-2 pitch. So the Nationals have the leadoff man on here in the seventh for Derek Hill, the center fielder, and Matt Brash is going to be the new pitcher here for the Mariners. So you missed a lot. There was a lot that went on here in the last couple innings. Yeah, I like Panda too. Panda's like one of the fast foods I like. I mean, I like a lot of stuff, but stretching my back there. Matt Brash is the new pitcher. Brash is the BABIP king of giving up blue pits. 38 games, 3.73 ERA, 31 in the third innings, 57 strikeouts, 11 walks. Let's hope we get the sharp Matt Brash today. He will face Derek Hill, the center fielder, who shows bunt and takes a ball outside. Good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oh, well, I'm not glad to hear about that for Panda. Sorry to hear about that. Oh, yeah, me too. I love good Chinese food. I don't know if Panda would be considered good by some people, but, I enjoy Panda. The 1-0. 2-0. Matt, he's trying to make an out. Let him make his out. He wants to bunt. Throw him a strike. Let him bunt. That's another thing that drives me nuts. Like, when a hitter's trying to make an out, I know it would move a runner up, but take the out. A bunt kind of always sacrifices a big inning. It might help you get one run, but it usually takes you out of the running to get 2 runs. Brash pickoff time. Ooh, fairly close there. Abrams clearly back, but good move by Brash. 2-0 on Hill. Ty helping him up there. Ty and Abrams laughing. So not all the Nationals and Mariners hate each other just yet. Jeimer Candelaria responsible for both runs, scoring on the E1 and the double. Brash is 2-0 to Hill. There goes Abrams. The bunt is foul. Mariners catch a break. Abrams would have stolen that base easily. Panda is fire. I agree. And I asked for 2 fortune cookies, and cashier took exception. Don't they give you 2? They usually give you 2, or depends on how many people you have ordering. 2-1 here from Brash to Hill, who's been trying to bunt over Abrams. Surprised he doesn't have Abrams steal. I imagine Brash is kind of long to home plate. Big lead for Abrams. He's off. The 2-1 pitch is inside. The throw down to second. Safe. Ooh. That was close. I got to see a better angle of that. Abrams called safe. Don't get caught with one. Let's see. On the replay, he's safe. He is safe. Fortunately, the helmet came off, and you can't tag the helmet when it's not on him. I wish you could just tag the helmet, but he's safe. And 3-1 from Brash here to Hill. So this is like, you can't hit a guy 0-2, especially a fast runner. And Brash has got to throw strikes, because now then you get back to the top of the order for the Nationals, which can make things happen. And Derek Hill, like the 9-hitter, hitting 160. Got to get him out, guys. 3-1 pitch from Brash to Hill. Abrams could steal third. That pitch is outside. Come on. I mean, come on at Matt Brash. He walks the 9-hole hitter. That's just, you can't do that. Yep. And this is like, Matt Brash has great stuff. I do not deny it, but he's just so frustrating. It's just, and like, I mean, he could get out of this in 2 seconds with 3 strikeouts. Like, it would not shock me if he does. But man, is it grating sometimes. Like, you need to get Derek Hill out. And he tried to make it out, and Brash wouldn't let him. Walks him. First and second, nobody out for Thomas. Swing and a miss at 98. Good pitch there from Brash. Come on, Matt. Thomas, 297, 14 homers, 41 RBIs. Good hitter. Homered yesterday, single today. The 0-1. Good pitch outside, 1-1. Good slider. Garcia on deck, and then Candelario. First and second, nobody out here for the Nationals in the top half of the 7th, who again, I swear, have not gone down 1-2-3 more than twice this whole series. Brash is 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Thomas just spitting on. I don't know how some of these guys spit on these pitches. Brash has got to throw a strike here. Brash is 2-1 to Thomas. 3-1 inside. Come on, God. Matt Brash is. Where's Munoz? I know I'm saying that, but like, you need your best pitcher here, and your best pitcher is Munoz. 3-1 from Brash to Thomas, in danger of walking him loaded. Nationals don't have a hit this inning. The 3-1, ball 4. What a get Brash out of here. I'm done. I'm so done with it. Not even competitive pitches. No, this is on the I don't think it's on Scott either. This is on the exactly. This is a favorable matchup. This is where Brash should be able to get this out. The Nationals have him loaded with no outs, a hit by a pitch, a walk, and a walk. Except, and I mean, you could go to Topa here, but and Munoz might not be available after yesterday. Bases loaded, nobody out for Garcia. Topa getting loose, and Topa hasn't exactly been great either. So, yeah, this is gonna be the ending here. I don't know about if Penn's the best guy in these spots either. It should be Matt Brash. Brash has got to be better. This is where this should be Matt Brash. The ump and Scott, or I'm assuming someone from the Mariners dugout. And but I mean, Derek Hill tried to make it out. He was willing to make himself out. He wanted to make it out, and Brash just wouldn't let him. Here's Garcia. Fouls that one off. Slider inside. 0-1. I mean, Brash is certainly capable of getting out of this. He's got the stuff, but I don't know if Brash is actually a great matchup for the Nationals just because they don't strike out. Maybe Topa would have been a better decision. But players got to execute. Bases loaded, nobody out. Abrams, Hill, and Thomas. Good speed on the base pass, too. The 0-1. Fouled off, 0-2. Good pitch by Brash, 97. Garcia this season with runners in scoring position, 246, 1 homer, 28 RBIs. This would be a very, very frustrating loss if the Mariners cannot pull. I mean, they're all frustrating at this point. Brash is ready and is 0-2. Line drive into center field. Julio's going to get it, but it is going to score a run. Abrams scores easily, and it's 3-3. Nice throw by Julio to keep the runner at second, though. That's a really nice play by Julio there in center field. Oh, yeah, got to. I wonder if just his first game back, if they're a little hesitant to throw Gott into the fire. But I'm with you. That might have been an option here, too. Hopefully Brash can get out of this at 3-3 there. Oh, yeah, no, and you're fine. Like, I'm not saying it's a wrong choice or anything. I don't want you guys to think I'm saying, like, oh, no, not him. I don't think Brash is a bad option here. I just think he's got to pitch better. Here's Candelario, first and second with one out. Up high, ball one. And Brash doesn't have a lot of walks, but his command is not good. And that's the thing. Like, he may not walk guys, but he just doesn't know where it's going. Candelario 2 for 3, runners at first and second with one out. The 1-0 in there for a strike. Good slider, 1-1. Great play by Julio to get it to the cutoff man there to keep Hill at second base. So gives Brash a chance here to get out of this with a ground ball or, just a couple outs. The 1-1 to Candelario. Brash with a little pickoff attempt, but nobody covering. I don't think they would have had Hill anyways. 3-3, top of the 7th. Nationals have tied this up without a hit this inning. Courtesy of a hit by pitch, 2 walks, and a sac fly. The definition of some small ball. The 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Brash not sharp. Even that Garcia bat, he stung that to center field for sure. So, I mean, Brash has not been sharp. 2-1 from Brash to Candelario. Got to throw a strike. Fastball popped up. It's going to be Julio calling for it. He's got it for out number 2. 2 down. Brash settling in a little bit here. I wouldn't say he sucks. And that's what's so frustrating about Brash. He doesn't suck. His stuff is so good, and it's so frustrating to see him do that. Yeah, it really is. All or nothing. I'm there with you, Brash. Yeah, exactly. His stuff's incredible. He's seen was on. Exactly. That's the thing. I could deal with him sucking. Sucking would be easy. He doesn't. It's just so frustrating. I think that's why the Mariners always go to him. Here's Meneses. Strike 1, 99. Like, you're seeing some stuff here where it's like, you see the good Brash. And I will say, in Brash's defense, Spire hit Abrams. So, I mean, that run is, Matt Brash is also the king of allowing inherited runners to score. The 0-1 from Brash to Meneses. Fouled off quickly, 0-2. So it'd actually be a pretty good job by Brash if he can wiggle out of this with only giving up the run. Now, partially his fault that it got to that point, but we are where we're at. So first and second, 2 outs, 0-2 pitch from Brash to Meneses. And the pitch. Foul. That's those sliders that right-handed hitters have just kind of poked into right field against Brash. That's been the trouble this year for him. So I would almost go fastball here. I'd go high and tight with the fastball, although every time I predict a pitch, it's the opposite. Cal said they're going slider. Did Meneses go? He did not. That was close. Slider way outside, 1-2. Good pitch there. If you're going to throw the slider, throw it so far outside that can't do anything with it. Brian Wu cannot get the W now. So, and Irvin is off the hook for the loss. It'll be up to the bullpens. The Mariners should have the advantage. The 1-2 from Brash to Meneses. Swing and a miss, strike 3 at 99. Nice job by Brash to limit the damage after the walks. The walks are on him, but is what it is. Yeah, and that's the thing. And Dal, not to point at you, trust me, I'm frustrated. I get as frustrated with Matt Brash as anybody. He doesn't. He's got really good stuff. Yeah, kind of lucky. It's one of those things like lucky to only give up one, but also unfortunate they were even in that position. Spire has Abrams 0-2, and Abrams makes no effort to get out of the way. I mean, again, that's not his fault. He shouldn't. Takes it, then just a couple walks. Then, one of those, I think, if you're the Mariners, you're happy to get out and give up the run, but you're also, could have gotten out of it. I'm hoping that Munoz is available. We'll see, though. I don't know. I think I don't know if they're ready to use Munoz back-to-back. How many pitches did Munoz throw yesterday? That would be a key, too, to find that out. Because I know they're trying to avoid using him back-to-back, but I'm going to say this, and maybe it's, right or wrong. I don't know. But, we're at the point of the season where you need wins. And if Munoz is like 80%, I'm not saying I'll blow out his arm or anything, but if Munoz is available to go, I'm using him. And here's where a little bit of those luck games I talked about in my post game on Sunday. Mariners have a much better bullpen than the Nationals here. So they should feel pretty confident that they should win this game. Now, baseball's finicky, but you're in pretty good position here despite giving up that run to get this win here. You got to feel pretty good against a bullpen that struggled this year. Knowing the Mariners' luck, they will go down 1-2-3. We are in the bottom of the seventh. We are all knotted up at 3. The Nationals get 1 in the top of the 7th. Matt Brash does a nice job to wiggle out of that, but also put himself in harm's way. So, again, the love-hate with Brash continues. Looks like a new shortstop. I didn't see who that was. Thompson gets a warning for not watching Kelenic. Oh, it's an automatic ball. So Jarred Kelenic has a 1-0 count. Or is it on Kelenic? Or is it an 0-1 count? No. Jarred Kelenic has been called. This ump's been really quick with these. I don't blame Kelenic for being upset. This ump has been very quick to call this. Scott's coming out. This might be it for Scott. I think he's frustrated here. Kelenic was called for an automatic strike. Scott trying to get this figured out here. This ump looks like a kid that's just trying to insert himself into this game. It's 0-1 on Kelenic. Looked like a pitch clout. I guess Scott's not going to argue that much. That's one I'd like to see. Thank you for that. Thank you. You got that free out the night. Exactly. And that's the thing on bunts. It's like, it looks like they're going to talk about this. Like, he was trying to make it out. Let him make the out. I'd say you could use Munoz for this. I don't, you're good. Would have been interesting. Oh my gosh. Ooh. We'll see what ends up happening here. Looks like they're getting something sorted out here. Now the ump is talking to the Nationals bench. Oh, here we go. I'm not sure what's going on here. Right now it's 0-1 on Kelenic. Kelenic not happy. I mean, if it was a violation, it's a violation. Eject the ump. Yes, there's a lot of umps that should be ejected this year for sure. There's a few of these guys that should be gone. Kelenic will step in, and I guess it's an 0-1 count. Nope. Oh, it's 0-0. Okay, no violation. I had no idea what happened there. But the ump had to insert himself into the game because that's what we came to watch. So here we go. Jarred Kelenic steps in against Thompson. Kelenic 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And he'll take ball 1 low, 1-0. Kelenic 248, 11 homers, 35 RBIs. Someone said earlier that Kelenic was due. It feels like it's been a while since Kelenic's gone deep. It was in Anaheim. That's inside 2-0. Good start to the at-bat for Jarred. It'll be Kelenic, Ford, and Colton Wong. Due up here, 7, 8, and 9. Munoz threw 16 pitches yesterday. I think he could go again, but I don't know with how he's feeling and everything. That's way inside 3-0. With the way Kelenic's scuffling, I might take 2 pitches here. I'm not going to lie and let that. I might take 2 here. Got to get a base runner. Got to find a way to get on base. Kelenic with a slightly above average walk rate on the season, 9.8. MLB average is 8.8. The 3-0, way up high, ball 4. Leadoff walk for Jarred Kelenic. Good start to the inning for the Mariners. So, yeah, these umps have been awful all season. Yeah, Washington bullpen has been really bad. Hannah, thank you for the numbers there. Appreciate it. In the 7th inning, stretch music still on. He was okay. Thank you, Wild Boar. I appreciate that. That is, thank you for that. So if anybody's wondering what happened there, Wild Boar's got it right there. Well, we'll take the walk. We will take a walk for sure. Here is Ford, who was one of my picks to homer. He takes strike one. I would say the best, advance the runner here, Mike Ford. Not much of a runner advancer. He's more of a home run, so I would advance the runner. The 0-1 to Mike Ford. Let's see if Ford can come through for me. Outside 1-1. Ford's always had a good eye at the plate. Even last year when he was up just a little bit, he always had some good at-bats. Like, he worked the count. Finnegan getting loose in the Nationals bullpen. I think it's Brandon Finnegan, if I'm not mistaken. Ford takes 1-2. Last 8 games, the Mariners are 8 for 8 on stolen bases. Another kiss of death stat here. We'll see if they want to send Kelenic. I'd probably let Ford bat, and then during the long at-bat, I would think about sending him. Right now, I'd probably have him hold. The 1-2 from Thompson to Mike Ford. Outside 2-2. Good take by Ford. If Ford can knock out his 7th home run, maybe Mike Ford to the All-Star game. Mike Ford in the home run derby. That's what we should go for. Ford was one of my picks to homer tonight along with Julio. Let's see if he can come through for me. The 2-2. That's going to be up the middle for a base hit. Kelenic will go to third. First and third, nobody out for the Mariners. Mike Ford, not a home run, but a big single up the middle to put runners on the corners. A nice at-bat for Mr. Mike Ford. Yeah, that's a definite attaboy. Yeah, exactly. Ford's always been one of those guys. Someone said it. It's 2-1, but Gavin Sheets with a single moves Jake Berger to third. White Sox coming back. Mike Ford's always been one of those guys, and someone said it on Twitter, so I don't want to steal their comment, but Mike Ford's one of those guys, like, I'd be curious. Just give him like 400 at-bats and see what happens. Remember when the Mariners did that with Russell Branyan? Dylan Moore will run for Mike Ford. In 2009, Branyan was always one of those guys. Give him 500 at-bats and just see what happens. I'd be curious to see with Mike Ford, if you just gave him a season, gave him a whole season of ABs, what would happen? And he's been solid. He's been the best DH the Mariners have had this year. Runners at first and third here for Colton Wong, and I'm not going to lie, even a double play I would take. We'll have a meeting of the minds for the Nationals here, as they will come out and talk about that. I do too. Yeah, let's get a big inning here. Let's get a run first, but hopefully a couple runs here can score. First and third, nobody out for the Mariners. Jared Kelenic led off the inning with a walk. Mike Ford with a solid base hit up the middle. Dylan Moore is running for Mike Ford. And Colton Wong is up here. Runners at the corners, nobody out. A little surprised they're using Dylan Moore to run here. The Nationals letting Finnegan get loose. I imagine, that they're waiting for, isn't it Davey Martinez, the manager? And yep, he's coming out. So a mound visit to get Finnegan a couple more pitches. And that will be it for Thompson. He departs here. And Finnegan will be coming in with runners at the corners. Mariners looking for that sac fly. Even a double play would get a run in here. Yeah, he has. Yeah, Ford taking the Ichiro route the last couple games. It'll be interesting. A little suicide squeeze here. You've got good speed with Kelenic at third. It'll be interesting. Yeah. And Fernando, you were saying it earlier. You wanted the big game from Colton Wong to step up. This is a big spot right here. That would be interesting, though, Flick. I wouldn't hate that. I will take any kind of, like, a double play would be an RBI, but I would probably take it and just like, all right, we got the lead and hopefully close it out. Though the Nationals are pesky. I mean, you kind of want to get a couple here, but the Mariners are not a team that can be. Just going to plug my pad back in here, the tablet. 3-3, bottom of the 7th. Mariners having on at the corners. If you're new here, which I don't think anybody is, hit the like button for me and remember to subscribe. If you are not subscribed, just helps me out. I'm 26 subs away from 1,500, so that's my next big goal. Then on the road to 2,000. 2 live streams a week minimum, and then nightly recaps. If I don't do the live stream, I have a post game up every night. So there is content on this channel every day. You may have seen this MLB commercial. They're putting like Fruit Loops on the hot dog. These like weird hot dog commercials. I don't know if it's just like an MLB app thing, but I'm like, it looks awful. You put Fruit Loops on a hot dog. I'm maybe a little mustard, and I like sauerkraut on my hot dogs. I know some people don't like kraut, but I'm a big sauerkraut guy on my monitor. just to get me all those extra hours and watches. I appreciate it. Not even dark yet in Seattle. Is it dark out for me? Yeah, it's dark in Arizona, but not in the great Pacific Northwest yet, at least. Cabby better be in the lineup tomorrow. I think he will be. And he definitely will be against Corbin. Yeah, that'll be for sure. Yes, the crowd. Good to see some fellow crowd commercials. First I just got was a moving Seattle skyline with the QR code, but I've seen those too. Here is Colton Wong against Kyle Finnegan. Wong fouls that off. Finnegan, 30 games, 3.9 ERA, 30 innings pitched, 12 walks, 32 strikeouts. Where are all these terrible Nats bullpen pitchers? Because the guys they're bringing in seem like they have pretty decent numbers. They're not amazing, but they're not terrible. Finnegan's been really good against lefties this year. Righties have worn him out. Probably a changeup or something. The 0-1 to Wong. Line drive, that's going to be a double play. They're going to throw home, and they're going to get Jarred Kelenic at home. That is one of the weirdest double plays I've ever seen. They get Dylan Moore at second, and they throw home and get Kelenic third. Scott's going to challenge this. So let's take a look at the replay. That was I thought a double play would score a run. That is brutal. Let's see. Does Kelenic get the hand in there? The throw. I think he's safe. He's safe. He is safe. He is safe. He's safe. He's safe. But it won't be overturned. Is there enough evidence? He is safe. Seriously, what did I do? I thought they were going to turn the double play. I think that's what Kelenic thought too. Really smart play. I think that's Garcia, the second baseman. That is a really heads-up play to throw home there. I credit where credit's due. Does like the glove hit him though? I mean, like he is safe, but is there does the threads just get him? I don't think so. I agree, Wildboy. I think he is safe. You guys are going to be a little ahead of me, so I'm going to turn off the comments here. I mean, clearly a good challenge by Scott. You have to. That is like the most brutal double. Oh, he's clearly safe. He's safe by a mile. No doubt. This is safe. Yanking pitching change after one pitch. What's the score there, Han, if you don't mind me asking, if you're able to get that? From that angle where we're like facing Kelenic, it looks close. From the angle behind home plate, he is clearly safe. They only have to face 3 batters if they start the inning. If they get the last out of an inning, they don't have to face 3. Oh, they don't? I thought last year Kelenic was like called out stealing when the threads hit him. But that's good to know, Astro. Thank you. Let's see. Safe. 4-3 Mariners. Run score. Colton Wong. Whatever that was. And only 1 out now with the runner at first. So Wong does get the RBI. We'll take it. 4-3 Mariners on a wild play. Really heads up play by Garcia, the second base. So I'm not going to lie. I don't blame Jarred going there. I think he thought they were just going to try and turn the double play. And they ended up throwing home. So actually really heads up play. But JP is up with Colton Wong on at first on a fielder's choice and an RBI, 1 out, 1 on. So the other nice thing about that is not only to get the Mariners a run, it also takes an out off the board. So now maybe JP can get something going here, and the Mariners can add on another one. 4-3 Mariners, bottom of the 7th, and a Colton Wong RBI ground out. The pitch to JP is outside 1-0. Yep, definitely safe. We'll take it. All right, 2-0 A's, bottom of the 8th. We'll take it. Yes, I don't know what to call that play, but it's an RBI for Colton Wong, so technically he does come through. Or you know what? Hold on. The 1-0 to JP. That's hit on the ground. This might be 2. Now no one covering second. Oh, they do turn the double play. Garcia gets over there, so JP grounds into a double play. The Mariners try to ground into 2 double plays in the inning. They do get a run. 4-3 Mariners heading to the 8th. Maybe JP might not. Yeah, it is. Nats, I've actually been impressed with the Nationals. They played some pretty heads-up baseball. They don't seem to beat themselves. They're just not a great team, and their pitching is not very good. But they seem like they're a pretty well-coached team, and they're playing hard. Like I've been impressed with the Nats. They're not good because the talent's just not there, but they're feisty. I wonder that might not be an RBI for Colton Wong because Kelenic went after the play was made. That could just be considered like kind of, I don't know if you get an RBI on that. We'll take a look. That actually might not be an RBI for Colton Wong. I'm not positive on that because he went after the throw was made. it would be kind of like if someone gets in a rundown and scores. You know what I mean? So let's see if Colton Wong was credited with an RBI. Paul Sewald is coming in the 8th. Are we getting Munoz for the 9th? Colton Wong did get an RBI for that. So Paul Sewald coming in the 8th inning here. Good for Oakland. Good. Go get him. Yeah, definitely. I did not know they had a top 10 farm. Very interesting there. I'm guessing, let's see, who is up here? You've got 5, 6, and 7. Garrett, Kyber, and Smith. This is, I'm a little surprised here. I'm guessing that Munoz would get the 9th. I don't mind it. You Sewald where you think that could, maybe Astro. Could it be a 6-out save? I don't think so. My guess is Paul pitches the 8th here, and hopefully the Mariners can add on. They'll see what they do in the 9th. I don't mind it. I actually don't have a problem with this. Use your best pitchers in these spots. Don't wait for the 9th to do it. So I'm guessing with 5, 6, and 7 coming up, Scott's thinking that that's the tougher part of the order here for the Nationals. And then, if you can get through that 8, 9, and 1 for who's ever up next. Shane McClanahan looks like he'll make the start Friday for the Mariners. Fantastic. Pulled from his last start back, tightness 11-1, 2.23 RA. He might be the best pitcher in the AL. We were talking about that the other night. He only threw 4 pitches yesterday. He could be a 6-out. I don't think so. My gut is that Scott wants to get through this 8th, see if the Mariners can add on, and then play the 9th with whatever they have. Makes me think it might be Munoz. Here is Paul. And he'll face Stone Garrett, and he'll throw first pitch is a ball inside. So I guess technically he'll throw a ball. 5, 6, and 7 here for the Nationals against Sewald. Here is the 1-0. Garrett's going to pop that up. Gino's got a play on it just in fair territory. 1 down. Maybe foul territory. And Paul hasn't pitched a lot recently. Yeah, exactly. He has done this before. With Scott coming in here. Jared, I'll tell you this about Jared. Big time. You're going to get hustle from Jared Kelenic. That guy plays with his hat or head on fire, hair on fire, whatever the saying is. So no doubt about Kelenic's desire. And that was good base running by him there. Here's Kyber Ruiz, the catcher. Takes low ball 1. Really nice base running there by Kelenic. Good hustle. Good call by him to go on that. It was a heads-up play by the Nationals to throw home. But Kelenic did the right thing there, in my opinion. He scored. The 1-0 pitch to Ruiz. That's fouled off. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 8th. Paul Sewald on in the 8th. We'll see what the game plan is here. My guess is Sewald because you kind of got the little bit of the middle of the order here. And then Scott will turn it over to Munoz. That ball's hit deep to right field. Teo going back to the track. That ball's gone. Solo home run for Kyber Ruiz, so that backfires on the Mariners, and we are tied at 4. These Nationals, this is one of the most annoying teams we faced all year. They will not go away. That is rough. Shohei Ohtani, a home run, it looks like, for 28th home run. Well, that's tie game now, so, I mean, I don't mind it. I actually don't even mind this team being a little desperate, to be honest. But I mean, this Nationals team is, my gosh, they are annoying. I'm not going to lie. Ruiz homers. Yeah, just like that. I don't know what the plan was there that Scott was doing. I'd be curious. I don't mind it if they were going to go Sewald 8th, Munoz 9. I mean, Munoz is better than Sewald, so I don't mind them doing that. You know what I mean? Like, saving if you're going Munoz in the 9th. We'll see what they end up doing here. Hopefully they can get out of this. 1 out, nobody on. Ruiz, a solo home run. We're tied at 4. Here's Smith. He'll take strike 2 on the outside corner. He fouled off the first pitch, so 0-2 on Dominic Smith. 4-4 game and a battle of the bullpens. You felt pretty good, but the Nationals are hanging tough. The 0-2. Ground ball foul. I mean, they just do not go away. This has been a really pesky, annoying team. Even their outs are like, walk Ohtani almost every time. Then the problem is you got Trout on deck. Yeah, they are just like, even their outs, like, just go away. The 0-2 from Paul to Smith fouls it off like this. Even this at-bat is annoying. Like, 2 quick strikes, just fouling off pitches. I know it's only 2 foul balls, but Records in one-run games: Nationals 8-14, Mariners 8-15. Both teams have struggled in the one-run games. The 0-2 ground ball right to Colton Wong. He will flip it over to Ty France for out number 2, 2 away. 4-4 game. I mean, the Mariners, I think, have had like 2 1-2-3 innings all series. Yeah, really interesting that Scott went to Paul here in the 8th. I'm not going to automatically get on Scott for it. I think the thought process might make some sense. And here is Eldemaro Vargas, who is pinch hitting for Abrams. So Abrams must have gotten hurt rounding the bases or something, I'm assuming. Vargas 270. So another guy just 270. All these Nationals like tweeting 270. The pitching's what's killed them, and the Mariners just haven't taken great advantage of it tonight. The 0-1. Vargas pops that up 0-2. And you know, what they used to do is Sewald just pitched against kind of the best part of the order. And this was the best part that was left. So I wonder if Scott's doing that. I'd be upset if it was Topa in the 9th was the plan. Here's Paul's 0-2 to Vargas. Outside 1-2. If it's Munoz, I'm okay. I don't mind him going Sewald then Munoz. I would be a little frustrated if it was Sewald then Topa. It's because I don't think Topa's that. He's okay. Here's the 1-2. Just misses 2-2. Good pitch from Paul. But is what it is. Paul still got to get the outs. Again, I mean, you know, we can get frustrated with Scott, but Paul should be able to get through this. Paul's a good pitcher. No reason he can't, you know, maneuver through this and get out of these innings. The 2-2 from Sewald to Vargas, 3-2. And Sewald is a little home run susceptible. Like, he's great, but he can give up the long ball. And after I talk about him maybe being the only all-star rep, breaking my heart, Paul. The 3-2 to Vargas. Fouls that off. We'll do the 3-2 again. Another pesky at bat. Or that's what I'm thinking. Moustakas saying it looks like the Angels breaking that one open. And Scott pointing. Yeah, exactly. I'm with you on that. Yep. Team takes. Yeah, they really do. I'm with you 100%. Here's the 3-2. That ball's hit to left field. Kelenics got it. And that will do it for the Nationals in the 8th. Scott to get Sewald more. Exactly, Astro, regardless. He hasn't done it much this year because he hasn't had Munoz for much of the year. But I think with Munoz back, that is the game plan there of what Scott's trying to do. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th, 4-4. Mariners need a run. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 due up. Let's put bottom of the 9th. It's not. It's just the bottom of the 8th. Yep, exactly. Time to make some hay here. Against this struggle, against a bullpen that's been struggling this year, 2, 3, and 4. Mariners need to have come up big. This part of the order should be able to do it. I feel like we've said that a lot, though, this year about this team. 4-4 heading to the bottom of the 8th. The Ruiz solo home run off of Sewald has made this a tie game. Mariners were 5 outs away from a win. Still have a chance. I was not big on Scott. Yeah, he's fine. Like, I mean, I don't know if Scott's amazing. You know, I don't. I think all baseball managers are the same. They're all just old school former catchers. Like, it's just kind of the way it is. Oh, yeah. Like, and that's the thing. Like, that's what I love about Rooftop. We disagree. But, you know, it's good banter. So we can disagree on things. We still have a good time. I'm hoping so. Or maybe get in the 8th and don't have to about the walk-off, but that would be great. Yeah, I'm Wild Boar. I'm kind of the same way. I talk about all my videos. Like, Paul's a good pitcher. Like, okay, maybe Scott going to him there, like, why is that not a good decision? You know what I mean? Same for the 9th. Well, then he would give up the home run the 9th. Paul's a good pitcher. You got to get outs. Like, it's not like Scott went and, like, said, hey, there's this guy doing a live stream on YouTube, Jay. I'm going to bring him in to pitch. That's stupid. That's bad managing. Bringing in Paul Sewald is not dumb. There's, can you call it? Exactly. They're all the same old school former catchers. Football's a little different. I think football does have, and I'm not saying there's not bad baseball managers. There's good ones. But it's not like football where there's a lot more, I think, that goes into it. Here's Julio against Finnegan. Outside ball 1. Scott's kept the clubhouse together for 162. If you can do that, you're doing a good job. We need to just, Elliot, I'm with you 100%. Just need to get the win. Find a way here. Julio is up 1-0 from Finnegan to Julio. Julio's going to pop that up. Yep, could drop. Hill's coming in. He's got a time. Julio's not been very clutch this year. I'm just going to say it. 1 out. I'm going to get ripped for this. But again, Julio kind of laughing there. And it's like, I love that Julio has a good time playing baseball. I do. And I think that's great for the sport. But I'm not smiling right now. Like, you just made it out. Like, the home run that Santander robbed, I don't mind him laughing with that because he hit that well. That was the bad at bat. Here's Ty France. Strike one, a little high, but borderline pitch. I don't necessarily like Julio laughing too much there. Not that I think that changes the game or anything, but that was a bad at bat. Like, here's the 0-1. That's a line shot into center field. Hill going back. Makes the catch. Unbelievable. Ty absolutely stung that ball. And Hill tracks that down like a track star in center field for the out. Yeah, Julio's not come up big in some of the big spots. Last year against the Braves he did. Ty absolutely stings that to center field. And Hill goes back on it like he's Usain Bolt and makes the catch. How are the Nationals 18 games under? 110 off the bat. That's probably got an expected batting average like 900. But, of course, it's an out. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. It'd be a great time for a Teo home run. Swing and a miss, strike one. And where's all the Nationals' bad bullpen pitchers? I thought their bullpen here was like 8. Yet the 2 guys they brought in have 3 ERAs. So someone in this bullpen isn't good. Where are they? Teo homer back in the first. Here's the 0-1. That misses down low, 1-1. Quick 2 outs for the Mariners here in the bottom of the 8th. I have not seen who's getting loose in the bullpen. My hope is Munoz. Could be Paul for another inning. We'll see what they decide to do. The 1-1 from Finnegan to Teoscar. Foul ball. Didn't want to do it, but bat just happened to catch a little ball there. 1-2. Yankees down their final out. That's big. Hopefully the A's win that. And the real Clutchman call for lose that. Yeah, that's right. Other than that, nothing really super memorable. Playing the Nationals are they are. Munoz up in the pen. Thank you. Yes, there he is. That's good to see. So that was the plan. Here's the 1-2. Outside 2-2. I have no problem with that. I have no problem, Scott, going Paul in the 8th, Munoz in the 9th. I'm not going to get on him for that. You give Paul a better part of the order, and then Munoz is the better pitcher. He pitches the 9th. I'm not going to get on Scott for that. That is totally acceptable. And I guarantee you that guy right there, Paul Sewald, would say the same thing. He's got to get the outs. 2-2 from Finnegan to Teoscar Hernandez. And the pitch. Line drive foul down the right field line, 98. 2 outs, nobody on. 2-2 pitch from Teo. We have a 4-4 game in the bottom of the 8th. The Mariners have not won a lot of these coin flip games, as I've talked about. If you go back and watch my Sunday post-game recap, it's been very frustrating. Here's the 2-2 from Finnegan to Teo. Fouls that one off. Good job staying alive. That was a good pitch, 99 in the corner. 2-2. Finnegan at just 14 pitches, and he's got 5 outs. So the Mariners not making him work much. He could be good to go in the 9th, too, if he can get Teoscar here. The 2-2 from Finnegan to Teo. And looks like we're going to have a pitch clock violation. We will. That's big. It makes it 3-2. So Teo a ball away from reaching here. Cal Raleigh is on deck. We did have some calls for a dumper home run today in the chat. I think Flick called for a Cal home run. So let's see. Teo can get on the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Nasty change or slider there. The Teo way out in front of. We'll go to the 9th inning. Tied at 4. Andres Munoz will be coming in. We'll see Scott get hate for. Yeah, exactly. Paul gave up a home run. I mean, like, again, when I give a manager hate, has allowed runners on first and second, only need 1 more out. Come on, Oakland. Yeah, tough. And like, here's another thing I'll get on the Mariners for. Like, yeah, Paul gives up the run. Nationals bullpen hasn't been good, and they're going toe-to-toe with the Mariners bullpen. So, like, the players have got to execute. You know, and the Nats have been pesky here all series. It'll be, let's see, I think we've got 9, 1, and 2, if I'm not mistaken, due up for the Nationals here in the top of the ninth. Tied at 4. Well, the good news is, if the Mariners are going to win this game, they're going to have to do it via the walk-off. We have not done a walk-off on here yet. So let's see if maybe, well, if Mariners are going to win, they're going to have to do it walk-off style. No other option now. Munoz will come in and pitch the ninth. You'd like to get it in the ninth because then you kind of you're left with, you do have Gott, Topa, Saucedo. Who else is left in the pen? Because Brash has pitched, Spires pitched, Seawald's pitched. Am I missing somebody else? You got Saucedo down there. Oh, Adcock. Ty Adcock as well. Has actually been pretty good this year. But yeah, that's not on Scott. Paul gave up the home run. Paul needs to get the outs. Paul Sewald should be able to get Keiber Ruiz out. That's what I would say. That's how I'd look at it. I'll get on Scott if he would have brought in, Chris Flexen there. He's gone now, but like had Flexen still been on the team, that would be, a bad decision. But going to Paul there isn't. Yeah, it really hasn't been. I'm even looking and one-run games can come down to luck. I talked about in my post-game video. Look at the Nationals. They have a slightly better record than the Mariners, not by much, in one-run games. Their bullpen's been atrocious. Mariners' bullpen's been pretty solid, and it's been awful in one-run games. There is an element of luck in one-run games. They're coin flip games, and sometimes it comes down. Let's go back to the first inning. Brian Wu throwing to get Candelario with 2 strikes and 2 outs on Meneses. If he just focuses on Meneses, we might be going 4-3 here, top 9. It's little things. And I'm not saying that was all bad luck. It's a terrible throw by Wu. But little things like that in one-run games, can make a difference. And the flip of the coin just has not gone the Mariners' way. Now, it's not all bad luck. Part of that's been on them. But there definitely is some to it. Munoz making his 12th appearance of the year. And his first pitch to Hill is inside 1-0. Munoz walked his first batter yesterday. He didn't look very sharp. But then he settled in nicely and had a quick 1-2-3. So hopefully Munoz can come through here. That pitch is drilled into left field. Kelenic coming on, makes the catch. Hit pretty well by Hill. Let's say, for instance, and I'm not trying to get ahead of it here. Let's say the Mariners lose by 1 run. They would have gone in their last 8 games, 3-5, with a plus 17 run differential. You know what I mean? Stuff like that But there's no more time to be frustrated by being snake bit. They've got to find a way to get these wins. Here's Lane Thomas, the leadoff hitter for the Nationals. Munoz's first pitch inside 1-0. Good slider at 86. The A's have won. Good job. They knock off the Yankees, who are that Yankee lineup is not good without Aaron Judge. It is a rough. And when Garrett Cole's not pitching, that's not a very good baseball team. The 1-0, swing and a miss. Nasty slider from Munoz, 1-1. But it is, I know the Yankees are always dangerous, and then listen, they 4-2 against the Mariners this year, so I'm not trying to say anything, but that is a rough team without Judge. The 1-1, strike 2, 99 on the corner. Beautiful pitch from Munoz. 1 out here in the top of the 9th. We are all knotted up at 4 between the Nationals and the Mariners. In the top half of the 9th, Munoz is 1-2. Swing and a miss on a nasty slider from Andres Munoz. And there's 2 away here in the top half of the 9th. And honestly, in some kind of twisted way, Scott's plan's working. I mean, Sewald gets Ruiz out. Of course, I know it's kind of stupid to say it like that, but, if he just gets under that a little bit, the Mariners are 1 out away here from victory if, that would have come to fruition. So here's Luis Garcia. I mean, obviously they're not. I know it's kind of a weird thing. I could say, well, the Mariners would have scored more in every game. They would be, 92-0 or whatever. But you guys know what I mean. It actually has played out pretty decently. Just got dinged on the home run. The 1-0 misses low. 2-0 from Munoz to Garcia. So the Mariners can have a 1-2-3 inning here. It'll be 5, 6, and 7. Cal, Gino, and Kelenic due up in the bottom half of the 9th. 2-0 from Munoz to Luis Garcia. Swing and a miss on a slider way inside, a kind of a frisbee slider. Garcia probably sitting fastball there, 2-0. Swings and misses, 2-1. Would have been ball 3, almost hit him. Garcia just sitting fastball there and hoping for Munoz. Not a bad idea, especially with two outs. Hope you run into one. The 2-1. Another slide. Ooh, that got Cal. Fouled off 2-2. Right off the something of Cal Raleigh, who is another guy that's just taking a beating all season. He's all right. Let's see where that got him. Garcia fouls it off. Right off the shin or the thigh there. It looks like it got mostly padding. So hopefully Cal is okay. 2-2 on Garcia. Munoz, this will be his 11th pitch of the inning. He comes set and is 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Nasty from Andres Munoz. That's the guy that can have a 1-2-3 inning against this Nationals lineup. It's Andres Munoz. We had the bottom of the ninth. Mariners need a run to walk this off. Cal, Gino, and Kelenic due up. Let's go. Let's go, big dumper. See if we get a clutch big dumper hit here to win it for the Mariners. Clutch Munoz there for sure. If Munoz hadn't pitched yesterday, I'd probably say send him back out there for the 10th, but I think just he's already pitched back-to-back. My guess is he will be done for the day. Yeah, Munoz just absolutely filthy. Let's see if somebody here can send the Mariners home to a victory. And the problem is, too, if you start going extras, you get into more of the softer part of the bullpen. And the Mariners bullpen's been solid all around. Did my TV just go out? Oh, that's lovely. What on earth? Great. Oh, come on. Oh, great. Technical difficulties here. We're coming back. Unless my internet went out, in which case the stream would have ended. So I don't think it's that. Come on. Oh my gosh, could this be any slower? There we go. New pitcher will be, I think it's Hunter Harvey for the Nationals. God. I gotta load this, gotta load 13 different screens to get the game back on. Yeah, I'm all right. You know me. I'm just whining. I'm good. The game was great. Now I've got it on I'm watching this game on 380p right now. My internet just must be having a little conniption fit. Very grainy Mariners Nationals for me right now. 4-4, bottom of the ninth. Welcome in, everybody. Let's see if we can get the Mariners a walk-off win here. Andres Munoz absolutely filthy in the top half of the ninth. No shock there. I'd even say if he didn't go yesterday, I might even leave Munoz out there for the 10th. Hopefully we don't need a 10th inning. Hopefully it's just going to end with a dumper home run. Yeah, I'm good. It was just my TV went out. Then I actually hit the power button instead of the home button. It was a whole mess. But we're back here. Munoz filthy. Send Munoz to the All-Star game. Munoz one of the best relievers in all of baseball. I'd put him up against anybody. Here we go. Hunter Harvey, another 3.55 year. Where are all these bad Nationals relievers? The pitch to Cal in there for strike one. 33 innings, 11 walks, 36 strikeouts. They're not amazing, but every reliever they brought in has been decent. It looks like their numbers are solid. Where's all the bad relievers? The 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. Good change or slider there to Cal. And quickly 0-2. Problem is the Mariners just swing for the downs in these situations, and you just got to get your base runners here. Work the count, get on, start a rally. Mariners have one walk-off win this year, Gino's home run. Do they have another one, or is just the one walk-off? Two. Cal had the walk-off against the Yankees. The 0-2, that gets away, ball one. That would have been nice with a couple guys on base. 1-2 from Harvey to the dumper. Cal's last walk-off home run, just a little home run you might remember last year that clinched the playoff berth for the Mariners. Can Cal do it again? The 1-2. Fouls that one off at 99. Again, where are the bad Nationals relievers? Their bullpen area is 11. Is it just one guy in the Nationals bullpen has a 70 ERA and he's just bringing everybody down? These guys' numbers aren't amazing. I cut out there for a second. I'm back. The pitch outside 2-2. I think my internet's just being a little spotty right now, so I apologize. Hopefully everybody's still here, and I'm still here. Looked like it went out for just a second there. Maybe we're just getting too many people want to watch the end of the Mariners game. The 2-2 to Cal. That ball's hit to center field. Hill going back, And he's catches. Of course he catches that. This is another guy that's driving me nuts. This Hill guy catching everything out there. I mean, if it wasn't Eddie last year's, I mean, exactly. Hill makes the catch on Cal. Second line drive in as many innings that the Mariners have scorched to center field. It's been caught. Yeah, this Nationals team is annoying. I mean, I don't mean it as an insult if you're a Nationals fan here. I would take it as a compliment. But my gosh, for a team that's 18 games under, they've been annoying. Here's Gino. Fouls that one off 0-1. I mean, that's Ty stung one to center that Hill caught. Cal stings one. I mean, that gets over Hill's head there. It's a leadoff double. Base hit wins this. Just one of those games. 2 home runs and 10 strikeouts for Ohtani tonight. What a player. 1-1 to Gino. Gino 0 for 2 with the sac fly. Mariners looking for the walk-off win here in the bottom ninth. All knotted up at 4 tonight at T-Mobile. The pitch. Low, 2-1. Good take by Gino. 10th inning, if we get there, it would be Candelario, Meneses, and Garrett due up for the Nationals. My guess is Justin Topa is probably warming. The 2-1. Ooh, pretty good pitch to hit there for Gino. Strike 2, 87 over the heart of the plate. JP with a big old wad of chew in there. The 2-2 from Harvey to Eugenio. Harvey comes set, and the pitch. Foul off at 100. Again, where are the bad Nationals relievers? I keep saying it, but like that's 100 from Harvey. I know 100 doesn't automatically make you good, but these guys don't look too bad to me. Thompson, Finnegan, and Harvey all look pretty decent, unless that's it. The 2-2. Outside 3-2. Good take by Gino at 100. Gino reaches. I wonder if we'll see Caballero run for Gino. I would imagine we will. Dylan Moore's already run. So that's the other thing, too. Mike Ford's out of this game. Dylan Moore is currently your DH. Jared Kelenic is on deck. The 3-2 from Harvey to Gino. Line drive, and that will get down, and it gets past the left fielder. Garrett dives for it. Gino will get into second with a 1-out double, and the Mariners are now a base hit away from winning this game. Garrett dove for it. You said, what did I say? 2 home runs and 10 strikeouts pitching for Ohtani. Big time hit. Great hit from Gino. Let's go. Base hit wins this, and it's going to be Jared Kelenic. Ohtani was pitching. He didn't strike out batting 10 times. Big mistake by Garrett diving for that. I mean, I get it. He thinks he's got a shot at it. With 2 outs, I think that's an okay dive. With 1 out, I think you got to just play that as a single. But the Mariners will take it. Gino's been lifted for a pinch runner that I imagine is Caballero. It is. Jose Caballero run at second. Mariners going to have 2 cracks at this. To win this, Jared Kelenic will be intentionally walked. And that'll bring up Dylan Moore. Do they have anybody let? Pollock could pinch hit. Tom Murphy, but that's a double play. I'd probably let Dylan Moore bat here. Dylan Moore had a walk-off single against the Red Sox last year to win it for the Mariners. The double play is in order here. Probably a smart walk there for the Nationals, putting Kelenic on. So Kelenic has reached base twice today. Mariners trying to make a winner out of Andres Munoz. Here is Harvey's pitch to Dylan Moore. And did he go? He did. Strike 1. Moore goes around. Last year, Dylan Moore, 224, 6 homers, 24 RBIs, only 1 hit so far this year. He has spent most of the season on the injured list. Dylan's got good speed, so anything on the ground he should be able to beat out, at least avoid a double play. The 0-1. Good take by Dylan on a nasty slider from Harvey. 1-1. Caballero pinch running for Gino is the winning run at second. Jared Kelenic was intentionally walked. He is at first. A base hit will send the Mariners faithful home happy here. 13 career game-winning RBIs for Dylan Moore. The pitch. Swing and a miss at 99. Moore's timing just not quite there yet since coming back. Not that Dylan Moore's always had some swing and miss in his swing, but one right there. Colton Wong is on deck. Could we have Colton Wong being the hero today? The 1-2 to Dylan Moore. Strike 3 called. Gorgeous. 99 paint from Harvey. Dylan Moore is gone. And it is up to Colton Wong. Well, Y2K, welcome in, man. Good to see you. Good to see you in. Yeah, that was a rough at-bat from Dylan Moore there. 2 outs. And it's Colton Wong. Can Colton Wong be the hero for the Mariners? We're getting a pitching change here. They're showing the crowd. We are not. Here we go. Line drive foul. Ooh. Colton Wong got pretty good wood on that one. Poke that down the line there. That would win it. It's quickly 0-1. Mariners faithful on their feet. The rally cap's on. Should I go with a rally cap here? Some kind of rally cap. Let's just do that. The pitch to Colton Wong. Does he go around? He didn't go around on that. Come on. 0-2. Do the inside out rally cap here. I don't know how to do that. Whatever. There we go. That's my rally cap. Look good. Come on. Here's the 0-2 to Colton Wong from Harvey. This is a little looper that might fall in. It's caught by the shortstop. I thought that might fall in. And again, this team with runners in scoring position, just leaving them. We head to the extras. 4-4. Going to the 10th. Frustrating. Yeah, I mean, this team has just been... you know what? I kind of agree, Flick. Not that it was too early. It was just weird because it was 4-3, or the go-ahead run was already on at third. So I don't really know why they did it. I mean, an extra run would have been big, I guess, in that 8th inning. But it did seem a little odd, to be honest. Like, if had Ford been at third and they pinch ran Dylan Moore in that place, that would have been fine. But, yeah, a little odd that it was at first. I don't know. I mean, Sewald's got to get the outs. He's a good pitcher. He needs to get the outs there. Regardless of how it would have went, Munoz 8th or Sewald 9th, those are the two guys to get the last 6 outs, and Munoz did his job, but Paul couldn't. Paul's got to get it done. Obviously a bad call in the sense it didn't work out, but I don't know, Paul's got to get the outs there. We're headed to the 10th, and this team has just been brutal in extra inning games this year. And you know what? I'm going to put a little bit here. We're talking about the pitching. Andrew Vaughn singles line drive 4-2. Bases loaded. White Sox rallying in the 9th inning. Thank you, Hannah, for the update there. I'm going to say another thing. Why are we calling out the offense? The Nationals have the worst bullpen in baseball, one of them. Now, the pitchers they brought in have all had pretty good numbers, but not adding on. Like first and second with one out there, and they can't come through. Yeah, exactly. Then the heart goes down 1, 2, 3. And again, Julio laughs about flying out. I mean, I'm not trying to be, I'm frustrated, but where the lineup's got to score. They should have scored there in that 9th inning. Dylan Moore was awful, and Colton Wong dug himself into a hole and almost blooped one in, but couldn't get it done. Yeah, no, definitely all around bad. So, frustrating. Now runner at second with nobody out in the extra innings. Mariners at least will have Colton Wong at second to start the 10th, and they will have 1, 2, 3 coming up. We are in the 10th inning here in Seattle tonight, 4-4. The ghost runner at second is Garcia, who I'm assuming probably has pretty good speed. And Candelario will lead off and Justin Topa in. Now, I will say this. I'd almost rather have Topa pitch earlier. I don't love him in the spot, but you can't play for innings you don't have. Pitch to Candelario, misses up high, 1-0. Caballero will remain in the game. He is at third base. So, and you lose a good defensive third baseman in Gino. I mean, a fair pinch running there. But Nationals 1-0 in extra inning games. Mariners 4-7. That almost hits Candelario. Not the time to send a message. I don't think that was the point of it. 2-0. Mariners 4-7 in extras. They have struggled in extra inning games. I don't know how that missed Candelario, but he got out of the way. 2-0 from Topa. The Nationals have been extremely pesky tonight. And the 2-0 pitch from Topa. Line drive right back to Topa. Looks off the runner at second. Underhands to tie first. Almost threw that away. And one out, and the runner holds at second. Nice job there by Justin Topa. Topa just got walked off the other day. Oh, that was the Orioles. Yeah, no. I mean, I think Flick would agree with that. I think we're all in the same boat there that, Paul's got to get the outs. I did think it was a little surprising that Scott went to him in the 8th, for sure. Like, I thought it was a little, I didn't. Here's Meneses, and I'll get back to calling the game. That's in there for a strike. Definitely was a little surprised by it. But at the end of the day, the Mariners had 6 outs to get. And it was some form of Sewald and Munoz to get them. So, like, I don't so much mind what order you use them in. Those are your best 2 guys, and they couldn't get it done. Well, Munoz did. 0-1 to Manassas outside 1-1. So, you know what I mean? Like, you guys kind of what I'm saying there, right? Like, you've got to find a way. Those guys should be able to get 6 outs, regardless of what order they're used in. It's not like Scott, like I said, it's not like Scott put in Chris Flexen. I mean, obviously he can't anymore. So that I'd be like, what are you doing? The 1-1 to Manassas inside 2-1. Yeah, exactly. Paul, so it didn't even count. What was it? Not that hard? Yeah, no, and I think we're all, and listen, at the end of the day, we're all frustrated by it. This team has been incredibly frustrating. The 2-1 to Manassas, swing and a missed strike two. So I think we're all in the boat of frustration with this ball club for sure, regardless of how it's gone. But yeah, Sewell and Munoz need to get the outs. I'm not going to get on Scott for that. I actually think, as I'll talk about it here, the 2-2 from Topa to Manassas with Garcia at second base. And Topa's 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, strike three. Nice pitch by Topa. He is an out away from sending the Mariners to the bottom of 10th with no. Yeah, and here's the thing, too. I actually will say this, and Flick, I think you mentioned this. I actually thought the pinch running for Ford was probably a worse decision than the other two because it wasn't the go-ahead run. I get you're trying to add on, and the way the game is played out, the add-on run would have been huge. But that, to me, was almost more than going to Munoz here. Here is Stone Garrett with 2 outs, and the pitch from Topa up high, ball 1. Got to get this out and send the team back out there in a tie game with a runner at second if Topa can maneuver around this. Bullpen strikeout rate, the Nationals are last. The Mariners are 5th. 1-0 from Topa to Stone Garrett. Line drive foul. Stone Garrett, that name reminds me. Stone Phillips. Wasn't he like an old NBC Dateline reporter? That's where I'm thinking of that name. Bullpen walk rate, the Nationals are 25th. The Mariners are 8th. Warming up in the bullpen is Weeks or Meats, I think was the name. I didn't see it for the Nationals. He will get the bottom of the 10th. Big out here for Topa to get Stone Garrett up with a 1-1 count. Looks the runner on the pitch. Strike 2, nice breaking ball over the heart of the plate to Garrett. Garrett pinched hit for Dickerson early in this game, I believe in the 6th inning when Gabe Spire came on. Kyber Ruiz, the catcher, is on deck, but Topa has a 1-2 count here on Stone Garrett, looking for the strikeout to send the Mariners back out in the bottom of the 10th without giving up a run in extras, which is always huge. Garrett, 256, 3 homers, 17 RBIs on the year. Another pesky Nationals hitter. They've got him all up and down the lineup. Topa is ready. Cal's ready. The 1-2. Did he go? He did not. No appeal there? Could have gotten an appeal. No, I guess not. 2-2. That was close. I'm surprised he didn't get an appeal. I don't think he went, but an appeal would have been good. A rally cap and the shoe thing. My shoes are all stinky. You don't want me putting them on their head. You probably smell them through the computer. Cal will come out and talk to Topa. Who's coming out? I'll get to that in a second. Yeah, let's make that happen. I'm with that. Oh, absolutely. No, I'm Flick. We are all in agreement with that, man. No doubt. And for the Mariners, it'll be JP, Julio, and Ty due up. I forgot who was asking, but that'll be due up in the bottom half. No, trust me. I was there too. Like, I was ready to get on Scott. I was getting on Scott for Brash. You know what I mean? So it's the emotion of it too. We're all kind of frustrated. This team is just hasn't found that groove yet, but hopefully they can get this out and get a win here. The 2-2 from Topa to Garrett, outside 3-2. Don't want to face Ruiz here. I want to get Garrett. Ruiz homered off Sewald back in the 8th. It'll be a 3-2 pitch here. 2 outs, so anything in play is going to score a runner. The 3-2 from Topa to Garrett. Cal sets up outside the pitch. Fouled off. We'll do it again. God, these Nationals hitters are annoying. I don't mean that. If you're a Nationals fan, that's not an insult. Annoying is a compliment in sports. I'm sure the Mariners annoyed people last year, but they just do not go away. Ruiz on deck. The fans should be up. I hate just sitting there. It's such a corporate crowd in baseball. 3-2 from Topa to Stone Garrett. The pitch outside, ball 4. So first and second, and that will bring up Ruiz. Julio's hit just one. Wow, that might be the stat of a lifetime. That's true for that. It really hasn't. We were talking about that a few minutes ago. But just one sack fly. That might be the most incredible stat I have seen. He only has one. Topa will stay in. Ruiz, I believe, is a switch hitter. Dangerous hitter. He homered last time up. Here's the pitch from Topa. A fortunate call, strike one, as Rooftop would say. That's a plus. I don't know what we're at for the game here, but that is a plus for the Mariners. 0-1. Ruiz 2 for 4. Solo home run and a single. Got to be careful. Here's Topa's 0-1 pitch. Looks off the runner and the pitch. Popped it up. It is playable. JP's got it timed. He's got it. We will head to the bottom of the 10th. Justin Topa works out of it. The Mariners need just one run to win it. Wong will be the runner. JP. Julio? Do we have our first Julio walk-off? And Ty France coming up for the Mariners. Let's get this. That is the story of the season. Ty France walk-off. Well, I hope it doesn't get to tie with 2 outs. I hope they end it before then. I don't know if it was 0-2. I don't remember. I'm just happy they got out of it after. Yep, there we go. Hannah, thank you. Did the White Sox Angels end? Did the Angels pull that one off, or the White Sox pull off some late inning heroics? We'll head to the bottom of the 10th. 1 to win, and that's it. 0 to keep playing. And welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. If you're new here, hit the like button for me and hit subscribe if you're not already. Again, I think everybody in here is subbed, but if you're not, the subscription helps me out tremendously. I'm 26 subs away from 1,500. My next big goal. Appreciate you guys all being in here for the whole time. It has been a blast. This has been the most, I will say, it's probably been the most fun one, I will say, because it's been a really good game. Here I'm taking these on. Like, I'm with you, man. If they don't win it here, I'm going to blow some gaskets on this team. Yes, big job, great job by Justin Topa there. You just need one. And you got good contact hitters coming up here. So you should be able, you got guys that can move runners over. Wong's a decent runner. So let's hope they can get it done. Yeah, if they lose this game, this is going to be one for me that just grinds my gears Peter Griffin style on this one if they can't pull this one out. But the A's beating the Yankees today. We'll head to the bottom of the 10th. Grounds into a double play. Of course he does. Against the Mariners, he would have had like a 3-run home run. White Sox lose 4-2 to the Angels. Oh my gosh. You know what? Maybe you'll see. I will be upset if they lose. I don't want to throw a monitor, but I'll be upset. Patrick Corbin and Logan Gilbert tomorrow afternoon. That'll be a 1:10 start. And here we go. Weems is the new pitcher. Jordan Weems, 10 games, 2.19. Where are the bad Nationals pitchers? 2.19 ERA. Their bullpen ERA is like 8. He's only pitched 12 in the third. I swear there must be a pitcher in their bullpen that has like a 9,000 ERA that's just bringing it all down. Because every pitcher they bring in, they're not like their strikeout rates aren't amazing or anything, but they're all pretty low ERAs. Somebody in this bullpen must stink. They're going to intentionally walk J.P. Crawford. So it'll be first and second, nobody out for Julio. Probably a smart play here. Yeah, 3-hour game. We've been on for 3:27 here. Not quite the 5 hours we were on for Friday with that rain delay in Baltimore. Here's Julio. Do we have our first ever Julio Rodriguez walk-off? Here we go. Runners at first and second, nobody out after the intentional walk to Mr. Crawford. Julio steps in. Can we get clutch Julio? Outside, ball one. Good take. Julio sometimes is so aggressive in these spots. I wish he'd just take a deep breath, and I think that's part of it for Julio. Julio, no career walk-offs, and we've got, just Weems has got to wait for Julio. I thought maybe we had a balk there for a second. We do not. Colton Wong, the winning run at second. JP doesn't matter. He's at first, but he wants to add the double play. Julio we talked about, has not been very clutch in these spots. Can we get something from Julio? The 1-0. Outside, 2-0. Good take by Julio. Good job. Don't be over aggressive here. Wait for a pitch. If you walk, that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with the walk. 2-0 coming from Weems to Mr. Rodriguez. And the pitch. 3-0. Ty France on deck. I'm taking here if I'm Julio. I know you want to be aggressive here, but you need to get that run to third. That's more important here than anything. And another vibe. That should be automatic ball 4. Yep. Did it twice. Ball 4. Bases loaded, nobody out. Well, we'll take that. That's clutch. That's a good at bat there by Julio. We'll take the walk. Bases loaded, nobody out for Ty France. Should I put another call for double play to score a run? I don't think they're going to try and turn a double play here. I think they'll just take the outs at home. Yeah, Weems' second time. Didn't wait for Julio in the box there. And a mound visit here. Bases are loaded. Nobody out for Ty France. Now, Ty is a ground ball hitter. So you got to be careful here. You know, don't want to hit one right at the shortstop and have them turn two on you. Just a deep fly ball. Good speed with Colton Wong at third. JP's at second. Julio's at first. Their runs don't matter, but still need to hustle to avoid double plays. On deck for the Mariners is Teoscar Hernandez. He would be followed by Cal Raleigh. Bases are loaded, nobody out. Now, Flick, if they don't win this now, there's going to be gaskets blown all over the place. It would be very Mariners to not win this one, though. Do other teams get this nervous with their teams with bases loaded, nobody out? Is that like just a Mariners thing? Do other teams go like, oh, game over, we got this? I'm like still sitting here just envisioning a ground ball double play. Infield is drawn in. Here's the pitch to Ty France. Up high, 1-0. Make him throw a strike. A walk works. A classic Ty France hit by pitch would work here. The Mariners faithful on their feet. Bases loaded, nobody out. Nowhere to put Ty. The 1-0 pitch. Down the right field line, it is going to go foul, even if it was, unless it was fair, he's probably not going to catch that anyways. You're going to let that go. Going to let that go foul. What I mean by that is even if it was like borderline fair foul territory, you probably let that drop in. A lot of comments that we'll get to those in a second. Just don't want any spoilers. If you guys posted it, no worries. But I don't want to ruin anything for myself. The 1-1 up high, 2-1. Good take by Ty. Mariners looking to win this game. There's Brian Wu, who was in line for a W until the 8th inning, but still pitched a heck of a ball game. The Mariners looking for the walk-off win and their second in a row over the Nationals. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. A bit of a hanging slider that was probably ball 3. Ty swings through it. Not a bad pitch to swing at there. It's elevated for you. You try and lift that and get the sac fly. I actually do not have a problem with Ty swinging at that. I have a problem with him swinging and missing at it. The 2-2 to Ty. Pops it up. It is playable. 1 out. I swear to God. I swear to God. Me too. J-Rod section is into it. Come on, Bears. Let's not. My wife wants this game to end, so I can probably go to bed. Good as a strike. Yeah, it is. Now the double play is in order. Now the infield will play back. 1 out, bases loaded. That's a bad at-bat by Ty France. Here is Teoscar Hernandez. The pitch, foul ball, fouls it off from Weems. 0-1. Bases loaded, 1 out. Ty France popped up. I guess better than a double play, but not a good at-bat for Ty. Teo, 333 with runners in scoring position this year. Infield likely playing at double play depth. Here's the pitch to Teo. Inside, 1-1. Did he go? No, he did not. Almost hit him. That would have been a really unfortunate swing there. Williams has not been particularly sharp. Walked Julio on 4 pitches. Almost walked Ty. Here's the 1-1 to Teoscar Hernandez. Looking for a walk-off for the Mariners. The pitch. Fouls it off. 1-2. 1 strike away from putting 2 outs on this. Mariners with 2 grand slams. Root Sports, I do not care about grand slams. I just want a sac fly. I just want the run to score. I do not care how. You can uncork a wild pitch for all I care. They don't need a grand slam. I mean, I'll take a grand slam, but they're posting out like, oh, grand slam. Like, no, just, my gosh, just get the run in. The 1-2 to Teoscar Hernandez from Weems. Outside, 2-2. Good take by Teo. I mean, that would have been an absolutely horrid pitch to swing at, but any take is a good take. Again, Root, I do not care about grand salamis. The 2-2 from Weems to Teoscar is on the way. Ground ball, foul. I'm going to sound like an old fuddy-duddy again, but it was probably clearly foul. But man, Teo, run. Like, because if that was fair, that's probably going to get a run in there. So I'm sure it was obviously foul, but just, I don't know. I can be an old fuddy-duddy sometimes with sports. 2-2 again to Teoscar Hernandez. Cal Raleigh is on deck. The 2-2 to Teo. Did he go? He went. What on earth? Why are you even offering at that pitch? An absolutely garbage at bat from Teoscar Hernandez, and there's 2 outs. Bases loaded, nobody out. That pitch was never a strike. It wasn't even a breaking ball. It's a fastball that was well outside. I swear, this team is. God. Here's the big dumper. Can the dumper win it for the Mariners? They need a hit now. Bases loaded with 2 outs, up high, 1-0. I might just take 4 pitches here. Weems is not throwing a lot of strikes. I mean, maybe just take a strike. Make him throw 1. 1-0 to Cal Raleigh. It's amazing the emotional roller coaster. I'll go nuts if Cal wins this right after blasting this team. The 1-0 to Cal. Down low, 2-0. I'm taking a strike here. I'm making him throw 1. The way this inning is gone. I mean, he's throwing 9 balls, 7 strikes. He's about to get out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam. He's throwing more balls than strikes. You know, I mean, it's just so frustrating. The 2-0. And they're going to get out of it. A chopper right back pitcher. That's absolutely ridiculous and garbage from this team. Absolute garbage. Just pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Why would Cal even offer that pitch? Why would he even attempt to swing at that? What a joke. Absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. I don't blame you, Flick, man. Thanks for joining if you got to take out. Beyond a missed opportunity. Bases loaded, nobody out. Ty pops up. Crappy at-bat from Ty. I'm trying not to cuss. Awful at-bat from Ty. Pathetic at-bat from Teo. And a pathetic at-bat from Cal as well. Teo swings at a 3-2 fastball, not even close. Weems threw more balls than strikes that inning. Yeah, take it easy, man. Don't blame you. Don't blame you. Absolutely pathetic. Yeah, that would have been. Sleepy, you're right. Why is he even offering at that? Why is he even moving his bat? That would have been ball 3. And then you take 2. Let's see. Who is the pitcher? Weems threw 10 balls and 8 strikes that inning. He got out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam. Absolutely pathetic. By the way, remember, this is the worst bullpen in baseball, guys. The Nationals. And the Mariners haven't been able to do anything against them. But the offense isn't a problem or something. It's just sometimes you have to laugh. Sometimes you have to. I don't blame. I'm kind of with them, sticking out with you guys, but that felt like a loss. Like just not even getting the run. They're just so demoralizing. And Topa does a great job to get you to the bottom of the 10th. Bases loaded, nobody out. Absolutely pathetic. I hope Scott rips this team. And that's not Scott's fault. What's Scott supposed to do there? I mean, outside of yelling at them. No, it is embarrassing. Absolutely, Hannah. Absolutely embarrassing. Pathetic. What a pathetic at-bat from Ty. Can we talk about how awful his at-bat was? And then Teo, wasn't even a breaking ball. It was a 98. It was thrown hard. 98, not even close. Well outside. Never a strike. Offers at it. Cal gets into a 2-0 count. A fastball well in on him. And for some reason, why is he even moving his bat? Why even move the bat? Vegas wants an investigation. Exactly. Yeah, no, they couldn't walk. They wouldn't do that. Walked him. Yeah, he was. I think he would have. I'd hope for all of them for some reason. Here's Trevor Gott. 28 games. He's back. 3.38 ERA, 26 2/3, 31 strikeouts, 7 walks. Gott's been solid. He is back. Chris Flexen DFA'd today. So it'll be Trevor Gott in the top of the 11th. Absolutely pathetic. The runner at second is the catcher, Ruiz, and that'll bring up Dominic Smith. First pitch, pops it up, foul, strike 1. Smith really does look in at the pitch. I don't think he's doing it to be starting anything, but he's definitely looking in there at God. I think it's just what he does. Smith 1 for 4 today. I'm the 0-1. Ground ball, right back to Gott. The runner will advance to third. If the Mariners would have done that, they would have won the game. And here we go. Now the Nationals have run their third one out. They'll find a way. They'll get some scrappy BS little hit that'll drop in. They'll go up 5-4, and the Mariners will do nothing in the bottom half. We know how this goes. Yep, absolutely pathetic. Yep, little soft grounder advances a runner, because of course it does. The Mariners can't do that. They can't hit a little softy to advance. I'm sorry, I'm being super like whiny right now, but just so frustrating. Pinch runner at third. I did not see who that was, but Ruiz will come out. And again, like if that was hit a little harder, he doesn't advance because it was hit so softly. They advance the runner. Michael Chavis is the pinch runner. That will bring up Vargas, the shortstop, takes ball one. And you know what? If the Nationals do score on this, kudos to them. They're doing it right. Like they advance the runner, you get something going. You know, here's the 1-0 from Gott to Vargas. Misses a good stop by Cal, 2-0. Here's the thing, too. Had like Ty stung the ball 100 off the bat right to a line drive to third baseman, I would sit there and go, there's nothing you can do. But Ty pops it out. Teo strikes out, and I don't know what Cal did that wasn't baseball. You know what I mean? Like, I can forgive that, but they didn't. They just put up 3 pathetic at-bats. The 2-0 from Gott to Vargas, that's in there for a strike, 2-1. That looked like a pretty good pitch to hit. I've been more testy tonight. Oh, I lost a subscriber. Someone didn't like the live stream. Hopefully it wasn't Flick. Maybe he's just like done with the Mariners in general, wants nothing to do with them. The 2-1. Good stop by Cal, 3-1. Yep. I mean, if I did lose a sub because I was calling out the team, I'm sorry. Like, but it's frustrating. I'm ride or die with this ball club. But I mean, if you don't find this frustrating, I don't know what to tell you. The 3-1 from Gott to Vargas, outside ball 4, does set up the double play. But you got the speedy Hill due up, so it'd be a tough double play to get. Probably not the worst walk in the world there, though. I mean, I'm still not over that. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I figured you guys are all with me on that. Just it's frustrating. So, and I'm not worried. The subscriber, you get bot subscribers and stuff too, so it could just be something like that. Here is maybe he's a Nationals fan. I'm not. You guys, if you're a Nationals fan, I respect this team. They've been really pesky. Third base coach for the Nats is Gary DiSarcina, old Angels middle infielder. Here is Derek Hill. Shows bunt, pulls it back, strike 1. A little squeeze play on for the Nats. Mariners could have used that in the 9th inning. I mean, they didn't really have anybody that you'd trust to do that. Hill is 0 for 2 with 2 walks. I always want to say Derek Hall, the Seahawks defensive end from Auburn that they drafted. My brain goes to Derek Hall. But it's Derek Hill who's made some great catches in the outfield tonight. He calls time. First and third, 1 out here. Trevor Gott, the pitcher for the Mariners. Runners at the corners. Smith grounded out. Ruiz, the catcher, advanced to third. Chavis pinch ran, and Vargas walked. Mariners looking to turn 2. Hill has good speed. He is not going to be an easy guy to double up. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Now you're looking for that strikeout if you can get it. On deck is Lane Thomas, a very dangerous hitter. You'd almost think about walking him, but I hate loading the bases because it just puts so much pressure to throw those strikes. Let's see. Let's get through Hill first. The 0-2 from Gott to Hill. Oh, good pitch. It was a ball. Just misses outside corner 1 and 2. Really good pitch from Trevor Gott. That's maybe 2 inches more towards the plate. He probably gets the call on that. But Nationals 0 for 11 with runners in scoring position. That's a kiss of death stat. The 1-2 from Gott to Hill. On the ground. Nice play by Colton Wong, and he only has 1 play at first. The runner holds. Chavis did not come home. Great play by Colton Wong. And runners are at second, third, 2 outs. Really nice play there by Colton. Great play. You're right. It is definitely a burden. I swear I've taken years off my life. The Seahawks, too. I mean, they've had a lot more success. But, man, there's been some games there. That was a great play by Colton Wong. I assume the runner came home. Again, I don't have the volume on, so it's hard to tell, and I can't see it. What a play by Colton. Here's Thomas. Ooh, almost threw that away. Good block by Cal. Got to be careful here. And the runner did advance to second, so a base hit does make this 6-4. Puts you in an even tougher spot in the bottom half. Can Trevor Gott get out of this and send the Mariners to the bottom of the 11th? The 1-0. Line drive. Fair ball down the line. That will score 2 runs. As it just gets inside, Teo bobbles it because, of course, he does. 2 runs scored, 6-4 Washington. That got inside the bag by half an inch. Story of the Mariners. Story of the season for the Mariners. I mean, that's fair by, it's fair by a few feet, but just done. This is just, can't do it anymore. Yeah, that's ball game. That maybe 5-4, you got a shot, but 6-4. I mean, you can't leave them loaded. This team is just, we said it. They're the definition of 500. Oh, it's Caballero, Kelenic, and Dylan Moore coming up in the bottom half. So I'm sure that group will score a bunch of runs. Yep, double down the line. Absolutely, that's game. I have very little doubt in my mind that the Mariners will do anything. Of course, get to 2 outs. And, of course, Thomas just pokes it down. Let me hit it hard. But, again, the story for the Mariners, just how it's been this season. Yep, walk came around to hurt them. Well, hopefully they can rally, Stefan. I'm not going to give up yet. We'll be here for the bottom half of the inning, but definitely feels like ball game. Now, this is, that's a ground ball. That's going to get up the middle for another base hit. That is definitely ball game now. 7-4. Another grounder just finds a hole. Runner going to second. He'll be safe. No, he's out. Doesn't matter. It matters. He's out. Garcia wants them to challenge. It's 7-4. Me too. See you next time, Sleepy Man. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. I'm sorry I've been kind of downer here, but and listen, I agree the Nationals have been pesky, but just bases loaded, nobody. Absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic for this team. They're going to fall to 4-8 in extra inning games, and you got to beat these teams, and they're not doing it. So this team's not going to the playoffs. They're not. Does this look like a playoff team? They had 3-4 leads in this game they blew. Oh, let's not forget to mention Nationals have the worst bullpen in baseball we keep hearing about. The Mariners done absolutely nothing against it. Oh, they did get 1 run on a barely safe play at home by Jarred Kelenic. Game is, oh man. Yep, just awful. Bases loaded. All they needed was a pop fly. Now they're down 7-4. They're not going to win this game. Just pathetic. A pathetic effort. I'm trying to think of anybody I could compliment today. Maybe Brian Wu and Andres Munoz. Munoz deserves better. Yeah, Mariners could gain some ground today on the playoffs. Everyone on Twitter is saying there that why would Cal swing 2-0? I don't know. Yep. I might do a post-game video just because I want to rant about this team. Those at-bats in the bottom half might have been the worst at-bats of the season. Might have been the worst at-bats all season for this team. All right, Astro Man, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. You guys have a great night. Thank you to everybody that's been in here. Truly appreciate all you guys. My frustration is certainly not at anybody in the chat. It is with this baseball team. Has been my frustration. So 7-4, bottom of the 11th now. Mariners had a chance to get out of that. But why would we want to win off a pop fly? We can go, actually, you know what? Knowing the Mariners, I'm just too tired. Probably not. I'll do a little series recap after the game tomorrow. Let's hope they can do it. I'm still there. I'm still with you. Worst ball. Yep. The Mariners have done absolutely nothing against that. Weems is still out there. You know what? And knowing the Mariners, they'll probably put the tying run to the plate here. You already got 1 run. Oh, good. Cal's running out. That'll help. Here's Jose Caballero. The pitch from Weems, inside ball 1. Guy hasn't thrown any strikes, but didn't prevent the Mariners from not doing anything there. Yep. And this, to me, is not a game. I talked about some bad luck. Baltimore, I thought, was a little bit. This is just bad baseball. 1-0. Outside 2-0 to Cobby. If Cobby can get on, it will bring the tying run to the plate. Maybe some of the guys will come back if we do. If they do manage to tie it up here. 2-0 on Caballero. Cal Raleigh on at second. The 2-0 from Weems to Cobby. Swings and fouls it off. 2-1. I am. Oh yeah, where is the Modelo? Now, it's just been a bad baseball team. Yeah, this one isn't bad luck. I thought the Orioles series had some bad luck. This has been, it's been bad baseball. Just been, Spire hit. Well, I'll talk about all. We'll do a little post game show on here. Spire hitting Abrams on the 0-2 pitch. Matt Brash walking hitters that are trying to bunt. Woo, throwing the ball away. So many things today. Outside 3-1. Cobby can reach it. Will bring the tying run to the plate in the form of Jared Kelenic. Kelenic does have pop. You would hope Kelenic maybe can get a hold of one. Cal on at second. No pinch runners left. Cal's run doesn't really matter, though, so it's not a big deal here. The 3-1 to Cobby. Fouls that one off 3-2. Good pitch, 96. That would have been a strike. Approaching 4 hours for this one. So many mistakes all around for this team. So many mistakes. I might do a quick little 5-minute post-game rant and talk about all the – it's going to be like a 3-minute video, and it's just going to be talking about all the awful things for this team. Yeah, I'm going to do it. It's not going to be on here. I'm going to do a separate video. I'm just so frustrated. 3-2. Let's see if Cobby can reach for Kelenic. The pitch. That ball is drilled to center field. Hill and Thomas are there. They will, of course, get there to make the catch. Cal tags to third. 1 out. Not that was a difficult catch, but you guys know what I mean. I mean, and this is, they'll try to put, yeah, it's not. It's not on Scott. I mean, Brian Wu throwing the ball away when he had 2 outs and 2 strikes on Meneses. Paul Sewald giving up the home run. Matt Brash walking people. Spire hitting someone an 0-2 pitch. I mean, I get people's frustrations with it. And I love rooftops and and that's to each their own on the takes. Here's Kelenic up high, ball 1. So I get it. And listen, at the end of the day, Scott is managing this team. So he is ultimately responsible. So from that standpoint, yeah, it falls on Scott. But I just don't think in game there's anything he did incorrect. The 1-0 to Kelenic up high, 2-0. Yeah, the pickoff. I mean, yeah, you're right, Hannah. Still hope. 2-0 on Kelenic. Weems has managed to throw more balls than strikes, and he's 2 outs away from 2 shutout innings. And I'm testy. You're seeing Testy J tonight. The 2-0. Kelenic swings at a pitch 10 feet in the air. It's ball 3 when you have the tying run on deck. I'm not sure why Kelenic would swing at that pitch. His run means nothing. You need to get on base. But he does. 14 balls, 12 strikes for Weems, and he is 2 outs away from 2 shutout innings with runners at second base to begin both of them. How about that? I mean, and I'm not taking away from Weems. He did his job. Kudos to him. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I'm going to do a quick little 4 or 5 minute post-game video rant. 2-1 to Jared Kelenic. Gets away 3-1. Cal will stay. No, I don't blame Cal. His run doesn't mean anything. No point in trying to trot home unless you're 100% sure. 3-1. I mean, like I said, Gabe Spire hitting Abrams 0-2. I'm trying to think of other things. I mean, the 10th inning is obvious. There's no doubt there. Well, 3-1 on Kelenic. If he can reach it, we'll bring the tying run to the plate in the form of Dylan Moore. Love to find a way to get this back to JP or Julio. Line drive, foul. I will say, I'm not getting into the luck thing, but man, Thomas's gets down the line fair and Kelenic goes foul. Despite everything, in a well-earned loss here if the Mariners lose it, it is a game of inches sometimes. It is a game of inches. 3-2 to Jared Kelenic. Just try to find a way on. Dylan Moore does have some pop. Maybe you let Murphy bat. The 3-2. Fouled off. Probably ball 4, but a pitch you probably got to swing at there. Has been throwing more, but yeah, seriously. Freshman. Yeah, exactly. That's a great point, too. I don't think I don't think that's the other thing too. I don't think firing Scott's going to change anything unless that's just going to automatically make the hitters better. Catcher calls time. 3-2 again. Kelenic, just find a way on base. You just at least get the tying run to the plate and give yourself a chance here. That's kind of all you're looking for here is a chance. The 3-2 from Weems to Mr. Jared Kelenic. Strike 3 called. Kelenic, for the 9,000th time this year, watches a strike right down the middle and wonders why it's called a strike. 2 outs. And that will bring up, I'm not sure, is that Dylan Moore? Is it Dylan Moore? Is it DeMurph? I'd let Tom, or is it A.J. Pollock, the ultimate throw in the towel? Is there somebody left on the bench I'm forgetting? I'm not listening to broadcast, but I imagine Goldsmith has got to be frustrated. As Dylan Moore. Colton Wong on deck. Here's the pitch to Dylan Moore. Strike one on the outside corner. Boy, I've had a lot of candidates for worst loss of the year, and this is now taking this is worse than the White Sox. Well, the White Sox one was a lot of just bloopy garbage. This has just been trash from the Mariners. The 0-1 to Dylan Moore, and the catcher, not sure who the new catcher is for the Nationals this inning. 0-1 to Dylan Moore. Pitch from Weems. Inside 1-1. Yeah, I'm ranting post game. I almost want this thing to end so I can get into it. Sometimes these games take so long that I lose my rant. I get less angry. Pitch to Dylan, swing and a miss, 1-2. Dylan not making any contact. I imagine the game is over. I'm seeing the comments fill up, so I'm assuming it's probably over. Or Dylan Moore. No, tying runs on base. Or Dylan Moore tied it, but that would be impossible. The 1-2 from Weems to Dylan Moore. Strike three, whatever Dylan's looking at there. What an absolutely pathetic loss for the Seattle Mariners. That is your ball game. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Yeah, this one is that's worse. I don't follow this team at all. Neither do I care. Well, I'm glad you joined the stream, Hannah. Appreciate you being in here. Strikeout looking big time pathetic. Thank you guys for being in. I'm going to do a real quick post-game video. I've got some things to rant on. I'm going to head out of the stream. I'm going to do it in there so that, help my views and stuff, honestly, because if I do it in here, people may not come to the end of it. But I've got a lot to talk about. But first thing I want to say, thank you to everybody who's in the stream for the whole time. Bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate it. Love you guys. Thank you for being here for almost 4 hours with me for this game. So, yeah, just a disappointing loss. Everybody was. This whole team was trash. The only player that I'm okay with was Andres Munoz and maybe Brian Wu. But that was it. All right, I'm going to do a quick post-game rant. My wife's going to get mad at me for doing more videos here. So I'm going to let you guys go. Love y'all. Have a great night. Don't let it get to you. Go have fun. Go do your thing. But I will be ranting and raving. Be ready for it. It's going to be like a 3-minute video, but I'm going off on this team. So I will see you guys on the flip side later. Peace. Good night, everybody. Take care. Take care, guys. Thank you, William Wildbore, Hannah, Stefan, Flick, who left, but all you guys. Love you guys. Peace.